I did start the recording, but that doesn't mean that anything has to happen yet. I'm just letting you know it's started. It has begun. So we are here, in prison. Has everybody got their stuff worked out yet?
Close enough.
Close-ish. I have a few spells to still pick out, but I think I'm pretty much ready for most stuff.
And then we have one guy that seems to only gonna be talking through chat.
What?
We have one guy that's been muted this whole time, so I'm assuming he's just gonna be talking through chat this whole.
If you're talking about
thing.
Love Psyche, she does talk. I don't know.
Okay.
What's going on right now? Love Psyche, you here?
Oh, okay, cool.
I love to talk. I'm the talkingest darn thing you ever saw.
Yeah, I'm the
May have seen
donkey.
may have seen a horse fly, you may have seen a house fly, but you ain't never seen a donkey fly.
Now I'm just thinking of donkey as a hybrid with like, as a fly and a donkey hybrid. It's like his big head on a fly's body.
We all came here for the Christian D&D, and we stayed because we knew the same movie quotes.
So we've got.
I don't. I'm a child that watches documentaries.
Let's
Wow.
see.
We'll have to quote documentaries together then.
Have you at least watched PBS Kids?
When was the last time I watched PBS Kids? Like, maybe 10 years ago.
Okay.
The most I really watched was Rough Ruffman at 9 o'clock at night.
Wait.
Because my parents forgot I was awake.
Wait.
Scandalous. They
had PBS Kids at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it might have been earlier than 9 o'clock, but there was definitely something there at 9 o'clock at night. I just remember the sun not being up, and I was watching Rough Ruffman because my parents forgot about me. That sounds abusive. Forgot I was awake. My parents like me, I promise.
You almost have a rogue backstory there. I was so good at stealthing as a kid that my parents didn't even know I was watching Fetch with Rough Ruffman.
No, I'm just the most trustworthy out of the 3 kids.
Are you the middle child?
Yes.
I'm also a middle child. Alright. I've got.
The eldest has gotten arrested before, and the youngest is a being of chaos and an emo.
I don't know why I wanted to say he's an emoji, but okay. Why do I feel like that's going to be a personality type in the future? It's like, I'm an emoji.
I saw that movie. It wasn't good.
It was okay. It
what?
The greatest, but okay.
No, Emoji Movie was pretty bad. It was not. It was pretty down there for me. Anyway.
I mean, it wasn't like an Avengers or something like that. But yeah, it was still okay. It wasn't like the greatest movie of all time, but it was enjoyable to watch.
Alright. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one.
I think I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just saying it's not that bad.
I would probably rate it as lower than I would the only reason honestly I'd probably put it out of like at like a 4 out of 10, which is really bad for me because I honestly prefer watching 1 out of 10 movies over movies that are just like in the middle, where they're just so nothing, and it's just like, product placement, the movie, and it's just like, oh. And you know, that's what I thought Lego Movie was gonna be, but Lego Movie actually turned out to be good. But Emoji Movie, you're just like, no, that's what I thought it was gonna be, and that's what it is. Anyway,
Maybe I should ask your Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph was really good. Wreck-It Ralph, the second one was horrible. The second one was one of the worst movies ever created by Disney, but first one was good. First one was one of the best movies created by Disney. So, you know.
Okay.
I also hate Toy Story 4, and I love all the rest of the Toy Story movies. And in general, I like most Pixar movies, except for Toy Story 4, Buzz Light, the Lightyear movie that, and, well, that's mostly it. I actually don't hate Cars 2 nearly as much as some people do. A lot of people think that's one of, like, the really bad ones, but I'm honestly just, like, it wasn't the worst thing ever. It wasn't good, but it wasn't... For me, it's like, I wouldn't really watch the movie, but I also don't get why people put it with, like, the most hateable Disney movies of all time. Like, it's, like, not really that hateable. It's just... Anyway.
Really? Cars was hated? Huh.
Cars 2 is one of the big bads of like Disney rankings. That's just like, oh, but then people will say that's bad, and then like say it like because like it completely like goes against the characters or something. Like it doesn't go against characters. It completely like defeat it like they say it's like you know, okay, so the thing is, the people who really hate Cars 2 are people who really like Cars 1. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Where we should get ready to play, unless... Anyway, still setting up.
My favorite part about Cars 2 is that it may or may not have made 9/11 canon to the Cars universe.
Yep.
On the topic of setup, sorry guys, on the topic of setup, just full transparency, I've never played a Warlock before, and I chose to play one for this game. So I don't know about being ready, but I'm probably as ready as I'm
The
gonna
technique is, you really don't have to worry that much because you're probably gonna die. You're gonna die anyway, so it's just kind of... Most likely. There's... I don't know about the first session. I don't know how many people are gonna die in the first session. It's just it's a thing.
Well, my choice might be a little bit worse because I picked a creation bard.
Anyway.
A what?
A creation bard. College of Creation.
Oh.
I was gonna have a really tall, fat half elf that's a creation bard, and then he also is winter themed and has a red hat and cloak and a white beard, and would say ho ho ho, Merry Christmas.
We had a creation bard once in one of my groups. He ran out of spell slots and started using creation to attack by summoning bricks above people's heads and just dropping them.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work, but okay.
I was gonna do a creation bard if I wanted to play like a Santa thing, but then I thought if I was gonna do that and I actually wanted to do like a Christmas gimmick or something, there's a homebrew called Paladin, and it's like Oath of Christmas Spirit or something. Anyway, that's off topic. The point is, we're gonna have a scuffed little adventure here, if everybody's ready.
Yeah.
I am.
No.
I'm ready to run away from the majority of my problems.
I mean, roleplay wise, I'm ready.
We are opening up where all people want to open up, and that's in the middle of prison. And it looks like you've had a run-in with Dagny and his gang of thugs, and they've decided they want to take all your lunches for the next year or something. I don't know. For one reason or another, they decided that they are mad at you, and his gang is now gonna start a prison fight against the nearest people they see, and that just happens to be you four.
Uh-oh.
Don't we love how contrived D&D openings can be? You're
It
thrust
never takes me a
into.
while.
So you're all just were walking through the area with cells, and then they just were like decided that they're gonna choose violence today. So yeah,
Yay!
you've got Dagny. He's a fighter tiefling. Wait, you don't get to know his class. He's a tiefling, and there's also a Leonin in the group. Then the rest of them are just humans.
What does a Leon look like?
Lion person.
Oh, cool.
It's like a furry.
But, and then you just don't finish the sentence. It is a fur. No. Anyway, so we're opening now, and everybody can roll initiative because they're being attacked. Isn't that nice? I do not know whether I want to have the group go as one initiative or not.
I'll-
I'll take separate.
I need to change the name real quick.
I'll have them have separate initiative, I guess.
Okay.
One moment. Changing my character's name. Because Bum was the name I chose before I thought of the fact that Latin exists.
My initiative was 12.
Cool. I got... Or, y'all can see what I have.
So was mine. Oh, I'm an
And
18.
all these faces and
Huh?
I'm not techie enough to do this well. I cannot see things past all the faces. But I got it fixed. Never mind.
Alright. Oh, also just to make sure, my initiative does show up in the chat, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You rolled 23.
Speed!
It's the bard going first. When the bard is not ready for combat.
Huh?
Sing
why
to
is-
them.
Alright, and first off, let me just roll initiative for these fellas.
That kind of bard? Okay. I'm more of a scholar than a singer.
Okay.
Why are my numbers whacked out? Not better.
How much do we know each other's characters in the game?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have you introduce your characters as you're gonna first off how much you know each other. You can kind of just roleplay that. I don't really care. But I was gonna have you describe what your character looks like and stuff as they sort of take their turn or have their first turn. And then
I'm really bad at describing shit. Sorry. No, don't.
we are going to then create a turn order. We have.
I'm really bad at describing things. Can I made a hero forge of my character. Can I just send that in the chat?
Sure.
Sweet.
I'm
This is
just
why I'm perpetually
trying
failing
to
every-
get. How do I give this thing initiative? How do you add an initiative turn? In
That's the
roll
thing.
20.
You don't.
Add custom 8 item. There we go. So we're gonna call this
Oh, let me
1,
change it color real quick.
2, 3.
I don't know why.
Four,
Some of my stats are
5. There we go. Do you say flicker?
No.
Da 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 da.
For some reason, my charisma keeps flickering from a 10 to an 18. I don't know why.
It's because
Like-
you don't know how charismatic you really are.
It's just being wonky. I don't know why. It's like 2 character sheets now are both being wonky.
Yeah, mine is having the same issue.
Oh, so it's not just me. Okay. Luckily, though, I
That
have this.
is really weird. Why it
I
would
think
do
I
that?
have most of it pre-done, other than spells. I'm just transferring everything over. Yeah. I'll just handle things until this thing stops being weird.
Yeah, just tell me what you roll. I'm
I mean, I'll use the interface. I just have to just type it in every single time.
uh
But I do have it down and then a few little important details.
who else needs to be added to initiative?
I still do, I think.
I don't see myself in initiative either.
Okay, who all is so Atexan was your character's name? Do you want me to just put Atexan?
My character's name is Velox, which is, or technically it would be pronounced Velox since it's Latin.
Is it V?
Velox, yeah, Velox.
Okay. And what was your initiative roll? It was 23.
22.
I guess you will go first unless someone else rolled higher. No.
Not use first.
Okay, Cass got 12. Alright, I'm gonna just need people to tell me their character name and what they got for initiative.
Alexander.
My character name is Joni, and it's 12.
Who's the
What?
character who's already in initiative? The one with the token.
That is Alexander. That's me.
Okay.
Character's name's Alexander.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we have one other person. Love Psych, I assume, is last.
Up, up.
Wait,
Mine was 15.
what's your character's name?
Up, up. Mine was 15.
Pop Pop?
Mm-hmm.
Like P-O-P?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Off goes the weasel. I mean, if that... Oh, that'd be a good... that'd be a good catchphrase if you had someone who betrayed you. It's like, Pop goes the weasel. Because that's a nickname for someone who betrays you or just sells you out.
Up goes the frag grenade that I kept in my back pocket for 3 hours.
Boom goes
Oh, I
dynamite.
accidentally created another turn order. Wait, so... That's the ghost of turn orders long forgotten. No, anyway. Alright, there we go. That is everybody in the turn order. We did it, guys. We solved D&D. Congratulations. Woo!
Only it was that easy.
We win.
We did it. We rolled initiative. Things are going swimmingly. Okay. Uh, Oh. So now we're having an exciting time. We finished rolling initiative. Okay, so first off is we have Velox. So you
Velox,
can
Pronounced like a W because Latin is a weird language.
you can just
And also
describe your character or something. What you're gonna do, what you're gonna see on your turn, as these guys they're here.
I sent a picture.
Oh,
in
by the way,
chat.
3 is Dagny. Oh.
Wellox is a quick step monk. He perpetually looks malnourished because he thinks being underweight would make him go faster. Speed is kind of the only thing he ever cares about, and
Lightning
he
McQueen.
looks like that, and he's perpetually jittering like he's either cold or on something. And his head darts around like he's incredibly paranoid as well.
All right. And what is he gonna do for his turn?
I'm gonna run up to number 4 first. Wrong button. That's 20 feet of movement. Take both my...
Does your character say to himself, "I am speed"?
No, he says meep meep and then starts running.
Ah, all right.
Meep meep. And we're just
I
gonna
take
take 2 swings at
speed.
him. Yes. We're just gonna do my attack and extra attack action on him. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
8 damage. Second attack.
Wait. Okay, so just tell me how much damage you do, and just tell me what your hits are.
Okay. 24 hits.
Yeah, both those hit.
6. So 14 total damage on number 4. Then, so I should have, I just went down 20, so I should have 55 feet movement left. So we'll run up to this guy.
So that's a total of 14 on number 4?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll put
Then
that
we'll run
in.
up to number 5. Use my bonus action.
Number
Flurry of
4. Oh,
Blows.
number 4 is the lion, by the way.
Is he dead?
No.
Alright, then we'll do Flurry of Blows. For 2 more attacks on number 5.
2 more attacks on number 5. Okay.
Yeah. Does 13 hit?
13 doesn't hit.
Okay, so that's a miss. And 16, does that hit?
16 does hit. It just barely hit.
And then since I'm a drunken master, that's 10 damage on him.
10 damage on number 5 total, or is that 10 plus something else?
Yeah. I missed 1 attack, but I hit
Okay.
10 total for him. So, and then since I use Flurry of Blows and increase my movement speed by 10, so I should have 40 feet left now. And also it gives me the benefits of a disengage action. So we're going to move 40 feet over there.
All right.
And I'm also going to use Startling Speed. Can someone measure my character to the 40-foot mark? Because I can't remember long enough.
Wait, you...
Down, right there.
You're... Okay.
That's all movement. And I'm also, since I moved 10 feet or more, I'm going to use my Startling Speed ability. So until the start of my next turn, all attacks against me have disadvantage.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Question.
What?
What? Did he use an ability to avoid attack of opportunity?
Yes, mobile feat. Because I took a melee attack against number 4, he can't make opportunity attacks against me.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, mobile feat.
my Flurry of Blows on number 5 just gives me disengage by itself, and also 10 feet extra movement because I'm a drunken master monk.
Okay.
Mobile feat, my beloved. Okay. And then so now it is your turn. So you can describe your character, what you're doing.
Let's see. I am. My character has duck's gray skin, black, kind of a little messy short hair. He wears a fedora, and kind of wears kind of a bit of a vest and trench coat kind of ensemble.
Ah.
And for his bonus action, he summons a cane out of thin air. Unless magic is suppressed here. Unless I don't know. Is magic
No.
suppressed here?
This prison should have magic suppressed, and we don't know how you're still even like let's just say that if things get to the point where they have to they have the ability, they just so they have the ability to suppress magic, but I guess the people watching you in the prison just don't really care about any beating up that happens between, or at least no, they do. This is complicated, okay? There's magic. That you can use your magic, and the fight will things will just happen as they will, okay? Just assume you can use magic.
Okay, I need to move 5 feet forward, or several feet forward. Alright.
I chose the wrong spot to move to.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's
No, that would have put me too close to number 2 as well. There was no good spot to move
Okay.
to.
I use a cantrip because I don't have all my spells picked out yet. So, I use Zapping Sting. I need a con save.
A con save, okay. And that's gonna be
On number 4.
Oh, everyone's just bullying the furry. Okay.
yeah, pretty much.
DC 15.
You don't have to tell me that, but that should be I'll just add it in my head. That's gonna be 14. So
Okay,
does that
so-
fails?
He fails, so he takes... What level am I at right now? 8. So he takes 2d4 necrotic damage, and he is knocked prone.
You're doing this number 4. It's
5 necrotic damage.
he watches as the life gets sucked out of him, I guess. From are you just like, what is this spell again? You're just
It's called Zapping Sting. You zap the vitality of one creature you can see in range. The
Yeah.
target must succeed
All right.
on it.
Okay.
I zap his vitality.
He falls to the ground and goes, "Rawr," as Leons tend to do. And he says, "My name is Herrera's, and you will pay for that."
And
I'm hoping he goes for the bard, because I made con my dub stat.
let's see, and then I will move 20. I'm gonna move 15 back. 5, 10, I'll move back here.
Ah, crap.
End of my turn.
All right. He is now going to. Oh wait, it's now number 2's turn. Oh, hit it for number 2. Number 2 is gonna walk up. 1, 2, 3. Just run up right to you. Who's green again?
It's me. It's Joni.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And then number 2 is like, wise guy, eh? And he's gonna just punch you in the face. Or at least attempt to, with a, that's gonna be... He's gonna give you, he's gonna give you 1-2 punch, and that's gonna be...
1-2 punch, you say?
Let me just roll those.
Falcon punch.
That's gonna be a 24 and a 10 to hit.
The 24 hit. The 10
Okay. So the
really?
first punch lands right on your chin, doing a decent chunk of damage. That's gonna be 13 damage. I rolled really high for the damage.
Still up.
And then he's gonna pat himself on the back for doing such a good job punching you as his bonus action. It is now Dagny's turn, who's like, you mess with the Dagny gang, you get the knife, and then he pulls out his dagger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You really shouldn't have been right where they can all gather.
Oh,
I didn't know beforehand. I just put a token out like you asked me to.
No, that's fair. Honestly, yeah. Now Dagny's gonna take out his Dagny dagger, and he's gonna make a Dagny dag at you. That's gonna be 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay, and then it's going to do 6 slashing damage. And then you're also going to be, it's also poison dagger, so you have the poisoned condition for the rest of your turn.
Gotcha. And remind me real quick, that is, it's roll a save or take how much at the beginning of the turn?
No, the poison condition, it doesn't have damage. It's an effect. What is it? Wait, what is it again? It's a poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Ah, perfect. Okay.
Must have been like a apply poison. Must have not had a save tied to it.
Yeah. Or maybe the DM just wasn't thinking that much and was just like, it'll just cause the poison condition because that's just something I can think of right now that will be easy to have the character do. Mm-hmm. I'm trying my best here. Okay.
No worries, man.
Then Dagny is going to he's going to jump away in a very cocky fashion, leaving you plenty of room to do an attack of opportunity on him if you want, as he jumps out of after he dags you.
The only reaction I have is counterspell, and since he's not actively casting, I'll forego that.
And then it is now Pop's turn.
Fun little fact.
Yeah, Pop.
Anyone can do.
That's what we call my great grandpa.
As a reaction.
Yeah, anyone can do for attack of opportunity. Anyone can do just like a punch in the face or something, but.
Dagny made my plan a lot easier.
Yeah.
It is acting wonky.
Wait,
right now,
describe your character and then what you're gonna do. And you don't really, if your character sheet's being buggy, then we can just wing it.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah.
My character is in a dark cloak. All you can see are claws and possibly whiskers, along with golden eyes peeking through. Other than that, that's all you know. And just a slight lisp. As for my action, I think I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
Well then you can if you want to move your character backwards, you can.
Oh, my character is not touched right now, so I'm good either or.
Is your character the dark cloak one? Okay.
Yes.
She's all the way in the back.
This is quite the ensemble. You have like a picture for one, the default for one, and then a yellow rectangle and a green circle as is our character tokens. Anyway, okay, so you're not doing anything for your turn. It is now going to be the furry's turn, and he's gonna say, I am Ahirera's, and you will pay for that. And then he's going to run at the guy who last attacked him.
Remember, he's prone, so he has to use half his movement to get up.
Yeah, so he can't actually make it that far. He's just gonna try to. He has. Wait, so how does the half your movement work if you have an odd number of movement? If he has 35 feet of movement, is that 15 or 20?
I believe
It
it's
usually gets rounded down, doesn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So he uses that, then he's gonna get 20. And so since he can't reach you, he's instead just going to run towards you. And he also, then the characters don't have any of their equipment in the prison, so he doesn't have any don't know, I guess Dagny got his dagger because he's...
I was gonna say, I just got stabbed by somebody with equipment.
Yeah, so he's fancy because he does his thing. He dags all over the place, and so it doesn't matter. He just gets a dagger. He probably snuck it in. That's a Dagny thing to do.
Or he made a shiv.
It's poison, so I guess he made a shiv, and then he found some like grung that was in the prison and stole some poison, I guess, something like that. Anyway, we are now going to have him as he's actually going to continue running towards the bard, but he's just going to end up there because he doesn't have enough movement. And it is now Joni's turn.
Body block.
All right.
30.
The half elf in ragged acolyte clothing is just going to dust shake the blows off a little bit, and in a hoarse voice, she's going to put her hand on her own shoulder and cast mage armor on herself.
If you want, I could say you already had mage armor casted before the battle. Like you could have had time to.
It seemed likely, yeah. If that's cool, then awesome. I think all the hits that hit me still would have hit.
I rarely require people to use something for mage armor because that's just kind of like, especially like if you're a warlock who has just like the armor like invocation, that's kind of just like you should just have that active. Really, you shouldn't have to every single time specify I activate it. Because that's just kind of. Just like, oh, you forgot to say you activate it, like, because, that's just being obnoxious. It's too bad for you. Now your AC is lower.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy that's in my face.
The Dagny or 2?
I think just 2. Yeah. I'm gonna. Again, first time I'm playing a warlock, so let me double check. My slot level at this level should be 4th, so I can do 1 beam. Cool.
Beam me up, Scotty.
And yeah, I'll just roll a spell attack on him then. Oh, that's not good.
Technically, I think Eldritch Blast would be disadvantaged at close range, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, technically, range attacks.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, if you will forgive me my lack of knowledge on that, I'll just use my action to disengage and move away. Is that cool?
Yeah, you could do that, or you could have used you could also use Eldritch Blast on 3 because they're at distance. But yeah, you can just use your action to move away, disengage.
So you would have 2 beams, by the way, at level 8, since you're over level 5.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was the spell level. All right. Yep. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast is a cantrip. Doesn't use spell levels.
It uses character levels.
Wait. Sorry, just a clarification from Anubis, because I don't remember the ruling on this, and I've always kind of forgot. When it says, like, Eldritch Blast, like, at 5th level, is that 5th character level or 5th warlock level? If you multi-class, do you get...
Character. It's character.
Really? So if you if you take 1 dip in the multi-class as, like, as a warlock and get Eldritch Blast, when you're character has no other warlock levels and you're like at 10th level or 11th level, you just okay.
That would also make the magic initiate feat useless too, because you get cantrips with that, and they're not your class's cantrips.
You know what? I think I am going to provoke an attack of opportunity and just dash instead of using disengage, and I'm going to get farther away. So
All
I'm
right.
gonna move all the way back. Number 2 has a attack.
Number 2 is gonna be like, oh, it's like that, eh? And then he's gonna swipe at you. And that's gonna be a. Does 17 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, and then he's going to do 5 damage as you run away.
Cool.
And is that your whole turn?
That's my whole turn.
It is now number 5's turn.
Oh wait, I actually do have a bonus action.
Alright.
I'm going to, with a degree of hatred that only a librarian can direct towards any sort of noisy outlaw, I'm going to hex. Which did you say was the leader? Number 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hex him. Yeah. It doesn't say. I'm sorry. I'm still reading the description. I can choose an ability when I cast it. And that ability, he will have disadvantage when making checks with that ability.
Yeah.
So let's see. I'll just choose a Constitution.
Yes.
And then yeah, okay. So he is hexed.
Alright. It is now going to be number 5's turn.
I'm gonna put a hex circle around what's his face? Dagny? Dagny.
Yep. You don't have to though. I already have it marked though. If you want to keep.
Oh,
yeah.
that's fine.
Number 5 is he is alive. 5 is alive. He is going to run. And he's going to stand in front of Dagny and say, "You mess with the boss, you mess with me." And then 1 is going to, since he got in that one, trip over his shoelaces, which is weird because they aren't wearing shoes with shoelaces, so it's just kind of awkward. And it's now Velox's turn.
Sweet. All right. If I were to just run straight, would 4 get an opportunity attack against me?
No, wait. For that, if you wanted to go diagonal, then it'll take you the movement of going diagonal here. So if you want to go here, there would be no attack opportunity from 4. But if you wanted to go here, if you're calculating your movement as going no, never mind. Because you would because of the corners get. So I guess you'd have to walk here and then here. You'd have to avoid this.
For that. Okay. So.
Because in my mind, I was just thinking whether or not I would count like going diagonal. Like, I was just thinking if you were asking if I would count like this as crossing over the one in above 4, when I would say no, like that wouldn't count as going above 4 unless you had to, but it does count the corners, so you have to avoid all the corners if you want to not get attack opportunity.
Here, we're going to move up for 10, then over here for a total 30 feet movement already spent. I'm going to do 2 attacks on, or I'll do Yeah, I'm gonna try to not evenly spread out damage, but I'm gonna do 1 attack on number 2
All right.
for a 1 punch for 23 to hit,
That's gonna hit.
and 9 damage on number 2. Then we're gonna do
Who is not in the Roll20 game right now? Is it Love Psych? Yeah, it's Love Psych. Anyway,
That would be me. My character sheet was acting up too much. I
all
had to
right.
restart my.
That's fine.
9 damage. 9 damage for number 2. Then we're gonna hit number 5 with a 21 to hit.
That is going to hit. Yep.
Okay. 8 damage on number 5.
Number 5 is not looking healthy. I said earlier number 5 is alive, but now that seems to not be very much the case. Well, I mean, he's still barely alive, but...
Okay. Then we're gonna do flurry of blows. I'm burning through my key points like a madman, but I don't exactly.
You can do that. By the way, sorry guys. Full clarity here. You can burn through anything you want here. You're not gonna have to worry about. I'm not gonna like throw you into the Colosseum and be like, oh, you don't get to start with anything, because you use
now
them.
We're attacking Dagny with a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. We're gonna add stunning strike to that.
All right. You just tell me what to do, and I'll assume you know your character. So con save. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. He has disadvantage, and so that's gonna be.
The result of this decides who's getting the next punch. Last punch.
Yeah, he's going to get 9 on that con save.
He failed, so he's stunned.
Okay, and how much damage did Dagny take? Did he take 10 damage? Okay.
And then we're gonna throw my last punch at number 5. Again. With a 21 to hit.
Wait, can you refresh me quick on what the stunned condition does?
Stun.
I believe.
Is it for the rest of the turn?
Stun creature is incapacitated, can't move, can't speak, and can speak only falteringly. It automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls against the creature have a.
Okay.
So that should have been an advantage, but.
Well, no, he just got stunned.
Yeah, the last blow should have stunned.
Oh, so he's also attacking. So both those are for Dagny. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
he's gonna be stunned until the end of my next turn.
If you want to roll, you can roll again to see if you get crit, because you have had advantage.
No, I wouldn't have, because I'm taking this last attack on number 5.
Oh, that's why. Yeah. So it wouldn't have been. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the 5 is hit.
21 to hit on number 5, and we're doing 9 damage.
5 is he just evaporates into blood and human parts.
Sweet. And
that was more than enough to eliminate him from existence. 5
because
is
of all those attacks, everyone in range.
5 is no longer alive.
Yeah. So everyone can double not take opportunity attacks against me, and I spent 30 to get over here, so and then plus 10 from my flurry of blows, so that I should have 55 left.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna move all the way over here. My thing's blocking it slightly. Is that 45 or 50?
That's 45 to the very corner.
Cool. Pew.
And now it is your turn.
Oh, also we're gonna do startling speed again.
And what does that do?
all attacks against me have disadvantage, just in case
Okay.
someone chases me down. But I don't think anyone's in range.
All right.
Let
It
me check if
is.
anyone's in range before I actually commit to that. No one's in range.
Okay. My turn.
So unless they have
Technic-
ranged attack, they can't touch me.
Technically, Dagny does have a dagger that could be thrown. I will say.
He's stunned.
Oh right.
I'm not concerned about him.
Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. So I guess that's not for the rest of this turn.
Okay. So
I'm untouchable for now. Unless someone throws something.
So for my action, I'm going to use one of the. I'm going to use magnify gravity on these three people, which creates a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point. I choose this point, and they each need to make me con saves.
Okay.
And death is for disadvantage.
That's gonna be
3 and 4.
2, 3, and 4, or 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, and 4.
Okay, so 2's gonna get a 20. 3 got a nat 1.
Well,
And so he's not doing so hot. And 4 also got a 20. So
Okay, so 2 and 4 take half this and force damage. So they take 4.
okay.
And 3, well, technically he's already stunned, but technically he takes the full 8, and his speed is half until the end of its next turn.
So he took 8. And then 2 and 4 take 4.
4. Yep, force damage.
so
Isn't that crazy how
Dagny's
that
like-
works?
mega crippled now.
Dagny is no longer dagging.
Okay, and I will. Where's everyone? I'm gonna go mosey my way down here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I wonder if I should jump number 1 next. How far would that be?
Okay, 15 movement speed. I move back here with.
Is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn. I
Okay.
have a bonus action with you.
2 is looking blue, and he's like, a gravity manipulating guy, eh?
Just
I
that's 60.
prefer
How long
reality.
are
Instead of a wise guy, it's a charismatic guy, eh?
Oh, 2 is barely in range.
An int guy, eh? 2 is going to it's 40. So 2 can't make it there.
I'm the closest to number 2, and I'm all the way across the room.
2
Technically,
is gonna just stand in front of Dagny.
He's gonna get slapped again.
they're grouping up. These guys are dumb.
And then 1, and then 4 is going to, Mr. Furry here. He has enough speed to actually, now this time he has enough to make it to our bard friend here and avenge himself as he promised he would. He's gonna take 1 giant swipe at you with his big meaty claws.
Can't help y'all, sorry.
I can't remember. Are we
And that's a
wearing
nat,
armor?
that's a nat 20. No, you aren't wearing armor. It's a nat 20 anyway.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't have. What? What's your
Oh, I
reaction?
just said
Barb.
What?
Let's see. I don't know if I can read spell silvery barbs. Where's the spell? I'm trying to grab the description, but he has silvery barbs. Give me the spell. Yeah, it's a fun spell. Why am I having trouble seeing it? Why are you not showing
You
it to me?
magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement. The triggering creature must re-roll the d20 lower roll.
That's the one.
Reaction, you can take any creature within 15 feet of
Okay, and so basically I'm just rolling again.
Yep.
Retrospective.
That's still going to be a 16 to hit.
Are we wearing armor or are we just
No.
naturally armored? Okay. So yeah, that would hit still.
I said that you'll get your armor and stuff, whatever armor you stuff, once you're out of the prison. But right now, you're not. And
What if it's not a net 20?
I'm
Yeah.
starting to really like my choice of monk.
And so he is going. Well, it's only gonna be until like this section isn't gonna last that long. Your characters are gonna have everything soon here. And so the damage that he is gonna deal to you is gonna be 10 slashing damage with his claws.
Ouch.
And then he's going to say, "You should not have messed with Ahiraras." And then he roars at you again, and it is now. That was their turn. That 3 is stunned. That's that. I actually went for the wrong order for 4. I actually took his turn. Said I'm used to doing like groups. I do them all at the same time, so I'm not used to having different initiative. But anyway, it's Pop's turn. We'll just imagine 4 swapped places with like I don't know.
4 had a sudden burst of speed.
Yeah, 4 is we're just gonna put him up above just for now to skip his turn because he went. It's Pop's turn.
A second wind, if you will.
Yeah. If you catch
Okay, the
my
other
drift.
female character is Joni, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joni.
Well, since you're back here in this corner, are you okay?
Huh? Me?
Like,
You look a
do
little.
I look pretty rough?
Oh.
I am.
Yes.
Yeah, I look kind of rough. I'm not quite at half. And you saw like an energy field morph around me when the fight started. Like, I have mage armor up, but it's been a rough fight.
Okay.
Are you gonna do anything for your turn?
Alrighty. Other than that, I'm going to mind my business and stay my butt in this corner, allowing y'all to fight.
All
You're
right.
going back on the character side. I see.
It's
Yes.
It's Joni's turn.
All right. So is Dagny
Stunned.
but not. Would that look permanent, or is that like?
Until my turn starts again.
Oh, okay. And would I have advantage on a spell attack against him in that case?
You have advantage on what?
Any attack has
spell.
advantage, I think.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, because I have disadvantage from being poisoned, so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
I would. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's fine. I know some people have like rulings involving if there's like an enemy standing right between you and another enemy but I'm not gonna bother with that.
Just
All right,
lean over to the side a bit.
Yeah, he doesn't take
I'll
up the
move,
full 5x5 grid, so you could just say.
I'll move out to here.
Yeah.
And now, by the way, the bard's name is it's gonna come to me. No, it's not. Can't remember the bard.
Alexander.
Am I thinking? Oh no.
Did she conk out?
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
Did her mic stop working?
I thought it was me for a second, but then it's like if everyone's having a problem. Yeah, I think her mic went out. If you can hear us, we can't hear you.
Try reconnecting.
I'll say
What?
he's fine. I can hear him.
Hear who?
You.
No, we're talking about Cassandriel.
Cassandra, we can't hear.
Oh, okay.
Like she was.
Well,
Like,
oh, hey, Matt.
All
I'm
right.
sorry,
We hear you.
Yay!
sorry. It was really exciting too because I just rolled a 17 to hit him with 2 bolts of Eldritch Blast. Do
Who?
I need to roll 2?
Dagny?
Hello?
Dagny?
Dagny.
Yes.
All right.
Do I need to roll twice for that, or is it one roll good enough if the 2 beams are going to one?
I don't know what if it's separate beams. I don't know what the
They're
situation
both
is.
separate, so it's individual attack rolls per beam.
But each of them
normally.
are advantage. So. Oh wait, no, they're
Yeah.
normal because you're poisoned, so it's normal.
So 1 beam hits for 5 force damage, and
Ouchie.
Wait, what were both the attack rolls?
so the first attack roll was 17.
Okay, that
I'm rolling
hits.
physical dice. You said that was okay.
Yeah. So I just wondering what the first. I just wondering if you're gonna do both attack rolls first and then both damage dice, or if you're gonna take. But yeah, either
No,
way.
because the nature of it is I have a hex on him,
Yeah.
which means that when I hit him with an attack, he gets an extra d6 necrotic. And since this is technically 2 attacks, I guess I would get 2 d6 necrotic damage. Is that
I think.
cool?
Yep.
Okay, so I did 5 damage with the first Eldritch Blast. Let me grab a d6 for the hex going off when I did that. That is 6, so it's a total of 11 damage for the first Eldritch Blast. And
Dagny, if you want to have your second blast go somewhere else, you can, because after you fire the first one, you see Dagny. He is now permanently stunned and what is called death.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow. Sets in really quickly.
So as I feel the hex lose its grip as he drops to 0 hit points, I'm going to turn the hex to number 4, who's next to me, and turn the ire of my Eldritch Blast on them as well.
Well, you would have disadvantage on 4, and also this. Well, you already have disadvantage, so I guess it doesn't matter. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that is 12 and a 10 to hit.
So that's 10. What's your bonus? Is that 10 total, or is that 10?
That is with the bonus. That's the total.
Okay, 10 does not hit.
Okay.
And let's take out Dagny. And then now it is number 1's turn. Number 1, seeing, after just tripping on his non-laced shoes, sees what's going on, and is going to use his full turn to get into a cell and then close the cell on himself. And he is going to go hide in the back of the cell. And he has decided that he's no longer a part of this gang.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna be bullying number 2.
Number 3 is dead. And now it is Velox's turn.
Alright, I don't even have to use flurry blows anymore. I can just keep running up to him and hitting him.
A quick guy, eh?
I gotta figure out how much distance that is, so here.
Number 2 is entirely the epitome of just a wise guy, and that's his entire personality. So.
Alright, we're going to swing a total of 3 times at him because I can just, as a bonus action without using flurry of blows, also throw a punch. So. Hey, that's a crit!
I'm screwed, eh?
You do, what kind of crit do you do? Because my group does different crits than normal people.
My group used to do just double the damage, but we're just doing standard rules, double dice.
Okie dokie.
Also, roll 20 does it automatically.
Well, if you you do it right, you have to press the right thing, but.
And I rolled max damage.
Yeah,
Oh.
He evaporates into non-existent. He goes, yeah, a cosmically overpowered punch, and he just kind of he's gone. The punch was so potent that he's just not there anymore. There's no viscera. He's just gone. In the middle of a sentence.
The sheer speed at which I ran added extra damage. Okay,
There was a slight, as you hit, instead of a punch sound, it was just a little.
Oh, so I just moved 35 to get there, so I have 40 left. Can I get in range? No. I could bonus action dash with Windy Step, but that won't leave me enough movement to stay out of range, so I guess I'll just move there.
You have a dagger? Throw a dagger.
I don't have any thrown objects.
We don't have any. They don't. You guys don't have any equipment right now.
I mean,
Yeah,
Daggy's body's like right beside you.
Oh yeah.
Can someone leave that spot marked because of my memory not working?
Hello.
Howdy.
Did you all move your character there?
Yes. Thank you. And yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. It is now your turn.
The wisdom save from number 4.
And he's gone.
I'm polymorphing him.
That is. It's gonna be 12.
More nerd.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. I polymorph him into a little bird.
And he makes a bird roar. Squawk!
And now it's like, I'll turn you back if you stop fighting us.
No, he's not gonna go for that. Wait. So is that your full turn?
Yep, that was my action. He's a bird now.
Okay, so for his turn, he is going to peck at you.
He now has the bird stats.
Yeah, I know. Is it just? I think if I remember correctly, it's just 1 if it hits, right? And wait, is there a bird block? I can't. There's hawk. Do you want me to just go with the hawk block or owl?
Whatever.
Raven.
Whatever you got. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna. You're in big trouble now because he is now going to peck at you with all of his might, and that is going to be. That's gonna be a 15 to hit.
That is a strong bird. How? That hits.
And it's going to do an entire 1 damage. Quake and fear before the no dice rolled, just 1 static piercing damage that's coming your way.
Oh, it burns.
Now my number's even of hit points I have right now. Thanks for making it even number now.
The bird is now going to roar triumphantly in its birdly ways as it is going to fly high up. It's going to fly directly up. You fool, you have given him wings. Now he's just going to fly around pecking at you. He is now, unless you both would have a chance to take an attack of opportunity, I suppose, as he's flying up, since that's direction.
I have a better plan.
So he is now on the seat. Is green.
Would I get an attack of opportunity?
Anyone that's within 5 feet of him, so anyone within 5 feet of him right now would get an attack of opportunity as he flies up.
That would be me.
Okay.
Spotted him with the hand. Why not? I would need to look that up.
You could just do an. Wait, what is your? You should just be able to do a punch as an attack of opportunity if you don't have any reaction.
Yeah. I don't have reaction I punch at it. Is that accurate?
Yeah, just roll an attack roll with proficiency and then add your strength. So it's with PB strength bonus plus a d20.
Cool. And I'm rolling at disadvantage. I'm still. You didn't know how long.
No
the last-
poison. No, the poison's gone. By the way.
Great. And I'm rolling it. So that's a.
It's what?
You're breaking up.
You're.
Sorry.
11 to hit the bird. I think that is a bird's AC, probably. Yeah, I assume so. I think that's over a bird's AC. Makes sense. I wouldn't assume it's any higher. If it.
13.
Oh, really? Wait.
Yeah. If that's
Oh,
the bird,
wow.
like,
Oh, yeah, both Raven and Hawk have higher AC than that. Wow, they really actually give them high ACs. I guess they are birds. So, yeah, I guess you don't hit the bird. And the bird flies out of reach, is now flying, is now like 10 feet. It's now over 10 feet above the ground. It's kind of at the roof of the prison.
is he
Well.
hovering?
He is flying in the corner. He's in the corner, flying. Wait, can the birds not just stay flying in the... I'll just say he perched. He perched somewhere on the in the corner, on the roof. And he's gonna dive down and just keep pecking at you guys. That's the game plan now. He is relentless. And especially against a specific bard who he has decided is his enemy. He has sworn that you will face the wrath of Ahira's. It is now Pop's turn.
Should I throw any of you up at it?
I got a plan.
You
My
tell me.
plan is entirely reliant on whether or not jumping is going to be an action or not. It probably will be, but
No,
I
no,
offered to
jumping
throw
is movement.
cool.
No, I don't know anyone who does. Do people count jumping as an action sometimes?
No.
Yes.
Actions and movement.
I know jumping isn't. I know jumping's in Pathfinder. It would be a whatever their like equivalent to actions are, the steps or whatever. But their economy is very different there.
If Alexander's like, you want to come over here, I'll tell you the plan. Basically gesturing for you to come 5 feet closer. And then he like whispers to it. So, whispers to you. So I'm going to break concentration on that polymorph when he decides to fly off that perch. He
This is
whispers
going
this.
to be funny.
Yes.
Okay, I am gonna roll a perception check for him, but it's gonna be it's gonna be a very high DC. I'm gonna say. Yeah. Okay. He doesn't know. I was gonna say like if he rolled like a nat 20 for perception, I'll say he knew, but he only rolled a 13, so it's.
So yeah, I'm already gonna say this now. I'm gonna hold my action to break concentration when he attempts to fly off.
That's not an action you can hold. You could just break
Yeah,
concentration.
I think you can technically break concentration whenever, because I know that people do wacky stuff with that.
Yeah, I just wanted to just say that's my intentions for when he starts to fly off. Break the concentration.
Just so it's noted, you may not want to be directly underneath him when he flies off.
Okay, so it is now Joni's turn, and you guys can all just like skip your turn if you want.
I mean, my turn's like after hers.
I am going The Eldritch Blast.
Okay, you're gonna attempt the Eldritch Blast. All right. Then
Yeah.
roll the Eldritch
I'm gonna
Blast.
Eldritch Blast that thing. Yeah. That is 24.
That's gonna hit.
And it still has a hex on it.
All right.
So that is, wait, total of 12 damage.
How does polymorph work health-wise?
Oh, and I forgot.
will-
I'm supposed to be.
Whatever health is. Okay, so if I think the hawk has 4, so take 4, the rest carries over.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. It was just
Or
basically
one,
like temp HP.
Actually, hawk has 1, so whatever carries over.
Yeah. So it's going to. He's going
I forgot
to.
I have agony.
What's actually going to happen instead is it's not going to be carried over. We're just going to say, since you did enough damage, the bird just pops into feathers. And then as the feathers land, as the feathers float down and land, as the feathers float down and land, they will now turn into lion corpse. The polymorph ended after it died, instead of before. So.
That works.
Okay, and so that's that. If you guys want to attempt to attack one, you can. Otherwise, we're gonna be ending the combat.
Joni is just sort of wryly dusting off any remnants of combat and moving away. I have no intention.
Honestly,
Extra.
yeah, because honestly, like with your Eldritch Blast, like you could just, keep zapping at one, and he wouldn't be able to do anything. You could just explode him too. But
I was gonna do a little roleplay, like, we make a good team, don't we?
Yeah. Well,
What
until
I'm going to do for last, or I'll wait. Yeah.
anyway, so that's gonna happen, and you are now all in prison with a bunch of dead bodies and one guy that's just not there, and then a scared person cowering in the corner of a cell.
Terrorizing him.
And so
My
now
character's gonna just run up here and just run back and forth as fast as he can just to mess with him.
it doesn't look like the anxiety scene from Inside Out 2, where it's like it to everyone else looks like a blur from the outside, but like to him it's just you keep standing at the right spot to make it look like you're staring just right at him as the blur goes by.
My character's just nonchalantly walking away, whistling, twirling his cane, and then his cane just disappeared.
And so then the suddenly you're gonna feel a strong sense of magic and everything being suppressed, not just magic, but also like an unavoidable super magical force preventing you from doing anything, as you then, as the warden of the prison comes in and goes,
Counter spell.
it's not a spell being cast.
You want to dispel magic, technically.
I'm just gonna
I
perpetually
would
move around
attempt
the
it
room.
anyway. If I didn't know if it was a spell, I would just attempt to cast it.
Yeah, it's not a spell. It's a magic item basically. It's something I actually just came up with right now to figure out how I'm gonna get you to anyway, the point is you've created a mess. You've created a mess, and they decided that they need to put you in solitary confinement together as a group. This prison decided that solitary confinement for an individual is too cruel, so they always assign buddies to their solitary confinements. And you're all in a group together being put into solitary confinement. They press a button on the magic thing or something, and you all get knocked unconscious. And when you wake up, you're now in a small magic suppressing super powerful prison cell that's kind of dark, and you're just alone together. and you have a second to talk while you realize that you've been put into what they call the pit.
So where is the
How did
card?
I end up in here?
I'm just gonna keep darting around the room of solitary confinement.
It is pretty much a solid like pit. You can't really see anything. There's like one tiny window, but it's not really big enough to actually look out of.
So as a joke, he's gonna say, "So did any of you get a deck of cards?"
I'm
You
going
said
to,
solitaire
as fast as
requirement,
humanly
right?
possible, look through my pockets to see if I have one, just in case.
Roll a d100 for me.
Because
Oh,
they should provide the game of solitaire if we're gonna be in solitary confinement.
76.
You happen to find a single Joker card.
Just gonna look through a bar and just, hey, look what I have, look what I have.
Cool.
It was probably
There.
put on you by some guard that thought it would be funny.
I think I accidentally stole it at some point.
Good. Where's the other 51 cards?
I'm gonna check my pockets for more cards, I guess.
Alright. Roll d100 again.
30.
You don't pull out anything else. There's no more appearing cards.
Nope, that's all I have,
I checked my pockets.
Are you all just gonna keep checking your pockets for this one bit?
Might as well. I made the joke. I'm gonna die with it.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, without that's a 1d1000.
Why'd you make zeros?
Suddenly, the cell fills with cards because a bard of creation decided to look for cards, and the universe manifested there to be a deck of cards.
That's a little extreme for solitaire confinement.
But the cards, every single one of the cards, is actually starting to glow, and now they start to instead fall. The cards fall all out on the ground, and then they say, "You are invited." And then suddenly, there's glowing in the otherwise dark cell as a mystical being stands right outside of it, looking through the window, the tiny window, and says, tells everybody in the group that they have all been invited to partake in a great tradition, a game that they will change their lives, and all they have to do is accept and walk out the door of the cell they're in, and they will be taken. And you are free to ask this person anything you want.
Cool, make me faster.
They look like they're like kind of like an elf but glowy. By the way,
That's all I want.
You're not one of the extra-dimensional beings that I made mad that threw me in this prison, yeah?
no. I don't get mad at anybody. My name is
No, that's
Jerome.
My
Well,
coworkers know Jerome.
Or
Back at
Anyone else?
home, they call me Jerome the Easygoer.
The Minecrafter?
No.
I believe you slightly less now. At any rate, does anyone have any healing potions?
What?
I gotta check my pockets. Anytime someone asks anyone for something, I'm gonna check my pockets for it.
Yeah, no. Instead, you find nothing.
Cool.
You do see. Oh, you do see an imaginary healing potion. It doesn't restore any health. The person is confused why you're focusing on that, and is instead going to say, "You do not need healing potions. If you agree to join in on our sacred games, then you will be restored to your best self before partaking.
You look creepy.
Thank you.
Question.
It's kind of the aesthetic I was going for.
Question.
What?
Do we just are we a team?
The game doesn't really have official teams, but you are allowed to operate however you want within the rules of the game, which would include if you choose to form an allyship, just know that only one can take the prize.
It is material. This is what my patron has directed me towards from the beginning, and I'm just gonna walk to the door.
All I care is getting out of this prison and going back to traveling the universe.
Is the prize
Well-
a physical object?
You will be traveling the universe by going out, by leaving. You will be taken to the Colosseum, and it is far from here, not of this plane. So you would be traveling very far, and if you're the winner of the game, you will be granted godlike power.
That's it.
Would this godlike power make me faster?
That
Yes.
feels like
Nice.
cheating.
I'm already in. I'm leaving.
I would prefer to work hard
I
for
just-
Trust me, this game is definitely working hard for your power.
I mean, traveling across the universe, gaining knowledge, not instant gaining knowledge after a competition.
Do you want to come or not? If you don't, you'll have to bring a new character sheet. No.
I mean,
Either join or die. It's the American Revolution.
join or die or stay in this prison for the rest of your life.
So you can either stay in here for the rest of your sentence, or you can come with me, and you can become the winner, or you can die. It's a great deal. And also, if you so choose, the winner is allowed to turn down the godlike power and just leave and just be teleported anywhere they want in all of the planes as their prize instead. And it's not really a prize, it's more like if you just don't want the prize and want to go home and don't want to be a godlike being.
Since Jerome is this font of exposition, I paused threshold listening to him try to get the others to join and asked, I had a many-colored cloak before I entered this prison. Could I perhaps have that before I entered this tournament?
You will be brought back to your best self, your most idealized self, upon the beginning of the tournament. The Colosseum, as it is called. As we have those watching who want to be entertained. And so people who are just in prison clothes doing nothing but punching each other would not be very entertaining now, would it?
Oh, it depends on your definition of entertaining.
I guess it does. Anyway,
Describe me directly, why don't you? Just say my name.
So he's gonna huddle up with them. It's like, so I'm okay joining, but we should stick together. I don't trust him.
do not worry about whether or not you trust me. Once you decide whether you're coming or not, you won't see me again. Until perhaps I make an appearance in the epilogue.
Tell me something.
Are we in a movie?
Do you have fish?
Does he have fish?
Do you have fish?
I have special space fish. I like collecting them.
I
I'm
believe him be lying.
Jerome says, "Alright, that's it. Okay, no more of this fancy talking. You either come or you don't and you rot here. It's your choice. I'm not putting on this act anymore. I'm not fancy like people think I am, okay? I'm just a guy who likes to do his job and get home. And my job is to get you to the tournament.
You
So you
came
like-
here to convince us.
I don't care if I convince you or not. I just want you to make a decision. And if you don't come, then I don't care. I don't get paid enough for this.
I will make my decision as soon as you pass over the fish. Now
Wait.
do so.
Wait,
Come on.
But
wait,
they're back at my house.
wait.
Are you inviting?
Fourth
House
wall
fish.
break is here. Wait, he looks to the camera. He gets paid? I'm just an extra here.
He is actually really sick of of all the questions, and so he is going to leave, and he is not going to. He's going to say before he leaves that that it'll be active for the next 10 minutes, and that you could choose if you want to go or not. He's going home, and he just walks away like through the walls, and there's still a portal right where the door of the cell would be is instead a portal that is glowing white, and you can choose whether you want to enter or not. But he's sick of it, so he's leaving.
He is sick of it.
Rude.
Jerome is he actually said that he quits his job. This is his last. He's done working. He's done working for celestial beings. He's like, I just can't do this anymore. Okay.
Hey, can I have his
I'm gonna
job?
go work for Pizza Hut.
Take me with you. You're quitting anyway.
Hey, I yell out to the portal. Can I have his job?
The portal doesn't react. It is a portal. That's all it is.
Like, if he's not using it, might as well have someone else use it.
Yeah, no. That's all that happens is that you're just there. So
So, I guess do we want to do this tournament thing? Also, we should team.
I will team with y'all if y'all ask me to, but note that I've already gone through the portal. Like, as soon as he said it could make me faster, I already left.
Okay. I feel like sticking together, and if one of us wins, we can always share the prize and get us all out of this. If we have that much power.
Joni odds once to you before stepping outside the threshold.
What? That was a little robotic.
He nods once to you before
I'll put
stepping
it-
outside the threshold.
Okay. I guess that was an answer, yes. So, y'all... Okay. We can do this. Go Team Prison.
yeah. So you are now going to whoever enters the portal. Did everyone enter?
I guess.
If everyone enters the portal, you're now gonna find yourself in what looks to be like some sort of white void. And on the ground of this void, there is 4 specially designed belts. They look very they look easy to put on, but like you have no idea what they could possibly do. And there's nothing else in this void. It is just
I'd like
these
to do
belts.
an Arcana check on them.
An Arcana check? Okay, you can roll Arcana.
I will just put it on.
I'll check
Does
it
it
out
look
for
pretty?
Arcana.
It locks
Oh,
on.
okay.
It once you put it on, it locks on and it will not come off.
I'll join in the Arcana check.
Okay, as they are locking themselves into these things, I still want to do an Arcana check.
Yeah, everybody wants to do an Arcana check and do one.
Yeah, here we go.
Alright.
I'll do one just for the sake of it.
Wait, I'm sorry, my internet's low, as I'm sure you can tell from my voice.
That's a 7.
It doesn't seem magic at all.
Nice.
Does it have
Cool.
Bob?
I rolled a 20 for Arcana.
You're going to sense that there is magic. And not just magic, but other things as well. These are you would, and in fact, with your like knowledge, I would say you'd be able to tell that this is the work of like celestial beings to make these belts.
Okay, my purpose in the Arcana check was to know like what it was for, or like the bent of the magic.
I was talking to yeah. If you want to know that, the for reason is the belts. They seem to be able to like do different things to the person wearing them, as well as they also display a number. Right now, the number is the thing to where it looks like it's meant to display a number is there's nothing there.
Okay. Looking very uncomfortable, Joni puts hers on.
It locks into place, and you feel it can no longer be removed.
Why are you two putting it on?
I didn't put mine on yet.
Yeah, it's an empty. No, it's she's referring to the Speedy.
Well, I don't know what name to address you by in the cloak, but it is the will of Doli.
Cloak.
Wasn't Pop in a cloak?
Yes.
I have a cloak on.
Okay, my character doesn't know your name yet, though, so that would be what Joni would respond. It's the will of my patron.
Patrons?
No one thinks the meth addict's interesting enough to talk to.
Patrons, they're just super highly evolved beings who one day figured out how to traverse the universe.
I hope someday she will teach me the same.
From what I could tell, they don't want to tell those secrets. That's why I'm in this prison.
You don't know Doli like I know her.
It is now. So two of you have belts on, and there is still a void. The two also, by the way. The two with belts on. No, I'll say nothing happens to him yet. It's still just an empty void. It actually looks a lot like it looks a lot like the map right now, except for one isn't there. I don't know how he got there. No, one's just somehow got carried along with you, and it's like, how did this happen?
Welcome. Joni is going to start taking a short rest while the others are deliberating, not necessarily knowing how long it's going to take them to decide.
However long it takes you to decide, I will just say you're not going to age. Nothing is going to happen. You're not going to age or anything for the next infinite years until everyone has the belts on. You can you can do any checks you want on the belts. You can do anything you want in terms of looking at them, anything like that. But I will just say nothing's gonna happen until they're on.
So we can live out our lives here.
So you can just enjoy being in the void instead of participating in the Colosseum if you want your infinite lives. So I mean that's honestly, if your character's motivation was eternal life, you'd have that here.
Welcome to the astral plane.
It's actually, you're in the dimension that Squidward went to in the time traveling episode of SpongeBob, where it was just an endless void, and then words start appearing when he said "I am all alone," and the words start appearing around him. That's what you're in right now.
I was just assuming we were in the astral plane. That's in between everything, and you don't age in the astral plane. But fun fact.
Well, I don't know an awful lot about D&D lore, but I'm guessing that's probably the case of where you are right now. I'm saying I'm guessing because I don't want to commit in case there's something that I don't know about the astral planes.
Welcome to D&D. There's many planes and existences.
I guess I'll put the belt on my arm.
The belt doesn't activate when you put it on your arm. It just flops off.
I click it together and just put it in my pocket.
It doesn't do anything. The belt is very very effective celestial magic. It's not fooled by such an obvious thing to do. It's not just gonna be like, oh, okay. The belt knows when there's life force being held by it, so to speak.
Oh, so it's a vampire. We just need to give it some blood.
Wait, can one of you wear a second belt?
I'll try if you want me to.
Ooh,
Please
good
do.
idea.
Okie dokie. I'm just gonna sprint over, grab the belt, and try to put it on.
The belt is going to lock on, but then another belt appears. That appears
How many
right.
belts can I wear?
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's find out. I'm gonna just at the same rate they appear, just keep putting on belts.
Okay. I will say, all right. Here's what I'll say. I'll say you put on enough belts that it will count as that your belts now count as your armor, and it's gonna have the stats of a you've made yourself functional plate armor with the belts.
That nerfs me.
You won't have any. You won't. Yeah. I'm sorry, but you've given yourself armor. You've locked a bunch of belts on yourself. I'm trying to give you good armor, but yeah. So you know what? I'll tell you
I'm
what.
going to immediately start rolling around on the ground in a panic, trying to get them off.
What are these made of, by the way? Are they leather? Are they plated? What does this look like?
What's your AC without armor?
17.
All right.
The only thing the armor does is slow me down, really.
I'll just say. Gosh, I can't really justify. I couldn't really justify them coming off easily, so I guess we'll just say that the armor is somehow the armor is somehow not very heavy to yeah, it's not very heavy. It's like a celestial thing, and your AC can just be what it otherwise was before, but you have that as your flavor wise. That is now like part of your AC, but it can just be where your AC was already. I'm not gonna actually nerf your character for it.
Oh, okay.
So you can just treat your AC as it was the same before, but now like part of that you could just say is all the belts that you managed to put on.
I didn't change anything about my character sheet. I was just concerned about the unarmored defense.
Oh yeah, no, you
Unarmored movement.
well yeah, your unarmored defense and unarmored movement. You can just keep that stuff.
Cool.
We'll just have it be a flavor thing. So I mean I can't justify them coming off because that wouldn't really make sense for what they are once they've got on. But we'll just
I'm completely covered in belts like a mummy.
No, they only would latch on when you put them around the waist. So basically, as tall as your waist was compared to how many belts, you probably got around like five.
The world's largest tutu.
No, because they wouldn't put around each other. You would have had to stack them, so it's kind of like you would kind of have one around your your hips, and one around slightly above that part, then one around slightly above that part. And they're these big, like, kind of, like, clunky looking belts, and they kind of, like, latch around. So you've kind of made yourself, like a little, vest of sorts. Tube top. Yeah, a tube top covering your...
I'm fine with this.
You notice that it would no longer, that the last one when you tried to put it around your, when you had tried to put it around higher up, like, basically like
At this point, I'm at
upper
my neck,
chest.
right?
No, by you realize, I was gonna say, once you realize, like, once you got one around your armpits, then you try to go any higher than that, and it wouldn't attach at that point. It would just flop off. So
Okay,
the
how many
armpit
belts
seems
did
to
I
be
put on total?
belts. Roll a let's do let's say you managed to get on 4 plus 1d4. So roll a d4 and then add 4, and that's how many you have on.
8 belts.
All right, you're belted out.
Just gonna announce the limit is 8. And then
Well,
go back to running around the pool.
Wait, but isn't a quick step like really short?
Yep.
Yeah, so the limit for you would be 8, but technically, if someone here is like an elf or something really tall, they could probably fit more if they wanted to.
I'm gonna say I am 3'6" exactly.
I'm a half elf, and Joni says, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. But yeah, so there is belts. The belts have contributed, even though they're very light belts, they still feel like they've contributed significantly to your weight at this point because of how just small you are. And so now, like, you would be, if you would add, like, I guess, add like 40 pounds to your weight, but it doesn't count for your encumbrance. No, not 40, 20. We'll do 20.
That's still an insane amount, but okay.
I mean, it's 8 belts, and they're like fancy, like,
Yeah.
big, like, chunky things. They're not like a belt that you put around your pants. They're like a belt that like it locks on. It's like a whole mechanized little thing. So
My size is factually small. I wonder what the benefits of being small are.
Getting into small places.
yeah, something like that. Anyway, but yeah, so the belts, you now realize that if someone tries to put on more than one belt, if they put it on in a place they'll activate, then it will activate, but a new one will spawn, like, right next to the person who needs to put one on, who, like, gave away theirs. Basically, the void is telling you that you have to put on a belt. If you try not to put on one, then the belt will somehow just appear in front of where you look.
At this point, have I completed a short rest?
You completed you know what, we'll just say that with how long things have taken for him putting on belts and stuff, if you wanted to just all the fooling around you've been doing take place within however many hours you want, you could say you took a long rest night if you want. I don't care, because you're going to be able to get that stuff anyway once the Colosseum starts. So I mean, I guess flavor-wise, if you want to say you took your long rest here, then we could just say that you've just spent a very long time deliberating, and so I would have just given you a long rest when you entered the Colosseum, but you could just say you take one here if you want. I don't. You can take as long. You can take as long as you want. You could say that you were in this void for 10 years if you want to. It might start to put a strain on your relationship with your teammates, because they might start trying to force you to put one on out of boredom. But
if I finish a long rest and we still haven't got belts on, I'll turn to the cloaked, golden-eyed figure and say, you know, in my pack I had some rations, and I believe they were dried fish. Perhaps we can get those back if you put on the belt.
Fine. I guess for now, I'll go along with all this.
all right,
But once we get there,
20 minutes
you
in,
must
my
get
character was just gonna
fish.
start. 20 minutes in, my character was just gonna start saying, "Put on the belt, put on the belt, put on the belt."
you're like, I put on 8 of them. I'm fine.
I put on 8 and I'm not dead. Put on the belt, put on the belt, put on the belt.
And then you look down at the number, and you see that the number has now appeared as 8.
Nice.
It turns out to be a tracker of how many belts you can put on. No, you win! You get the godlike power! No. No one else has done this before.
I mean, that part probably is true.
Yeah, no, you know, most until you. Never mind. I kind of want to have you meet an NPC in the Colosseum who's wearing 9 belts, and but
I'm a skill.
I'll see down the line what's going on. Yeah, no. So yeah, is everyone put on their belts?
Sure.
You all get a long rest, and you all put on your belts. And then as you put on the last person puts on their belt, you see things seem to warp around you as you are now all transformed teleported into a middle of a thriving Colosseum with a bunch of stuff set up. You can look up way off in the distance and you can see like this is a very large, like unfathomably large Colosseum that seems to be filled with all sorts of like you can't make out any of the beings that are watching you, but and there is now anything that you could have like had like as part of your person, like any like your armor or whatever, all that stuff is with you now. It's as if you're like your peak version of yourself. Like this is the ultimate you here to contribute to this great entertainment thing, and you're going to hear over loudspeakers.
Absolutely nothing has changed for me. I was already at my peak.
You're going to hear, "Welcome back, folks, to another amazing venture of the Colosseum of Infinite Entertainment. I'm Kolford, and this is Shem." Hey, Kolford. Thanks, Shem. And we are here to announce the tournament for gosh dang, what's the word? This is no, that's in character. Our bosses, the great celestial beings, who are going to offer their power to anyone who wins. The losers will not be so lucky. That's right, Shem. If you lose, then that means you're out of there. That's a very callous way to talk about the shattering their mortal coil, Kolford. Thanks, Shem. And we are beginning with the very first challenge of the Colosseum, which is the Great Race.
They like to talk
Race to
about
10.
death a lot.
Yeah, it is a race. You are starting. What is going on here? Wait. Let me check this really quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're gonna be starting on this side over here. So just place yours wherever you want on this side, and you are going to see that there are others around you in this area.
This side as in the line, or
You are in a line of other racers here, and these are walls here. I don't really know. They're just kind of walls that they kind of spread out throughout and like each like you can tell that this is not the entire Colosseum anywhere near because you can look up and see in the distance like the Colosseum's been split into these little smaller parts. That kind of like the Colosseum seems to shift itself to form like where the next challenges are.
As the announcements are going on, I'm reaching into my belt pouch, pulling out one ration and then another ration, and stacking them on top of each other and handing them to the cloaked figure. And they are both dried fish rations.
Thank you.
I'm going to consume my only day of ration fast enough to that no one even knew I had one. It's just gonna disappear. I think
If
that's.
he's doing that, I'm gonna pull out another one and I'll toss it to him as well. This one,
I
it
will
looks
do it
like
again.
just like a small bar.
Any food handed to me will be consumed as fast as I could possibly consume it.
Okay.
Hopefully, I won't choke and die.
So now, besides you, there seems to be a, let me just,
As you're populating those in, I will turn to Alexander and say, would you like any as well? Since I'm already handing rations.
Sure.
Hand you. Probably out of my staff.
Are you changing the settings for the units?
why?
Because I can do this in 2 turns if you don't.
Yeah, no, you can't. Most likely. Look. Anyway, we're not gonna worry about that right now. Instead, we are going to have everybody roll initiative.
No, that's not 2 turns. That's 1 turn.
That's epic. I have my initiative when you want it.
And so
14. The bard is faster than me. This is a shameful event.
I can roll. Oh, there we go.
Everyone is faster than me except for the cloaked one.
Here's the thing, they're wanting us to all go before you to give us a chance.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
We were just paying attention better than you were.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah, I was just jittering.
Do you drink a lot of coffee? Is that why you're so fast?
What's coffee?
Whatever you're drinking. Because you sound like you're on a lot of it.
I've read about this fabled coffee. It would seem to do you a lot of good.
What does it do? What does coffee do?
Give you a lot of energy.
It
I
is
have plenty of
said
energy. I need speed
will
increase. Speed.
from day to night and increase your speed 2-fold or 3-fold.
Woo!
Should have brought some coffee.
and
So, how many other participants are here?
you will look around you. There seems to be 4 others in this specific one with you. And I'll describe them in just a second.
My main concern right now is opportunity attacks, which is why I put myself in a corner.
That was not so wise.
Yeah.
Were we told if there was any
Well, no, because that way there's only one person that could take an opportunity attack against me, and that's the person directly next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that. Then. Alright, yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
Yeah. In hindsight, I probably should have put myself in between 2 other party members, but meh.
And so. That's alright. What I got there. Oh, wait a minute. One more.
So, there's no rules, right?
It doesn't seem that you've had rules communicated to you, but it does seem that you'll get to learn the rules by seeing how things go down.
I Second
I mean,
plan.
it's effectively just a drag race, right? We're just going in a straight line to the other end.
It is now okay. And so, everyone, give me your initiative.
14.
15.
Just state your name and then your initiative.
Willox 14.
Velox, and that's gonna be 14.
Zero. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
14.
who's next?
Joni 15.
Joni got 15. Who's next?
Pop 9.
Pop got 9.
I'm already on the board.
Alright. And then we are now going to roll for the initiative of our 4 friends. Alright. So we're going to have first off, you're going to see a wood elf. When you look to your side, a wood elf that looks to be very strong for a wood elf. And that's gonna be. I'm just gonna have this be brown. I'll just number them like last time.
Allowed to change things before the race starts.
You are rolling initiative because things are happening very quickly. So things just started, and we're going to. These are all gonna be your various guys that we got here. Crap.
Might want to.
This guy's yeah. I just noticed that that's like a similar color to that guy. So. Yeah, no.
Yeah, our block of a companion.
I thought you
There's
were making
one-
them all quick steps.
Standing between them. No, they're all just clones of you. And then one of them has 9 belts. No. No one here has 9 belts.
You all seem to have been slightly altered by reality a little bit. Some of you look like shapes to me.
It is the Colosseum. No. Okay. So first off, number 1 you're gonna look at, and number 1 is a wood elf.
I can outrun a wood elf.
I could be on par with a wood elf.
And then
Why is
number
the wood
2,
elf between the two of us and not with its team?
they aren't. It's not. There's no teams. Like you guys, like they mentioned, you can choose to team, but there is no official teams.
On the team. I got a plan.
No one's asked me to team, so I am not teamed yet.
I would have asked you when we left the
Oh.
port.
I didn't hear that part. Okay.
He would have said, "Yeah, team." Because you weren't there. It's like, oh, I better tell him.
2, 3.
Yeah. You don't even have to ask. You could just say, "Hey, we're a team now," and my character will just go along with it.
Okay. Hey, we're a team now.
So, I don't exactly know how a team works in a race. Am I just gonna pick one of you up and sprint?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then so number 1 is the wood elf got a 15 on initiative.
Okay.
1 wood.
I would need to know which character weighs the least, or if my character can even tell who weighs the least.
Well, you're already carrying a bunch of belts.
The worst of the belts don't contribute that much weight to affect my speed.
They don't affect your speed, but like, I won't say they're really affecting anything, but flavor wise, I'd say that your character would be like hesitant to pick up somebody at this point.
How tall are you? How tall is your character?
My character isn't hesitant for anything.
2. So number 2 is a bullywug.
And how tall is your character? Atex.
3'6".
Snap! I can't go on your back.
Oh wait, everyone's taller than me. I can't carry anyone. I'll instantly die.
What's your strength?
Number 3 is a human.
What is my strength modifier? 1.
That's not bad. You can
Plus
at least
1.
hear it.
The strength stat is 13.
Surprisingly, the fastest character so far seems to be the human of the group.
You should be able to.
And then finally there is 4. Number 4 is a tiefling.
For future reference, my lowest stat for y'all is a -1 in my con.
Who said that?
Me, Velox.
Hey.
Good to know.
So you want glass cannon? I see. Gotcha.
No, I went off the theory that if I run fast enough and stay far enough away, I'm effectively untouchable. So I don't need a health bar.
Alright, and it is now starting with the human. So the human is going to hear that it's a race, and then the human is going to, what is his, he has pretty decent wisdom. So this human is going to first, he's going to start walking forward, but first he is going to do it, he is going to instead, his movement is going to be, okay, I'll describe what he does and I'll tell you what you can do. His movement is going to be careful movement. So he is going to look as he's walking, and what this is going to do is it's going to cost his action, and it's going to half his speed. But doing so, he is going to walk forward, and then he is going to see something in front of him that makes him stop. And then he is, that is what he's going to do for his turn, is he walks forward and he stops. And then he slightly steps over to the side instead. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And he walks back over here. Wait. Yeah, and that's all he does. It is now your turn.
Alexander.
Cast slow on our competitors.
Oh,
So basically,
Slow.
wisdom. I need a
Or
wisdom
haste.
save from 1, 2, 3, and 4.
You need a wisdom save from everybody.
From 1, 2, 3, and 4.
What is does it specify that you can choose who it is?
Yes, I can
Okay.
choose up to 6 creatures. I do not choose our friends.
All right. So they say wisdom.
Yes, wisdom saves.
That is going to be that's going to be 14 from the wood elf.
Fail.
That's going to be 14 from the bullywug.
Fail.
That's going to be 16 from the human cleric.
Well, he's already walking slow anyway. But yeah, he succeeded.
And then that's going to be 10 from the tiefling.
Okay, so those guys have -2 to their AC. -2 to their dex saving throws, and it can't use reactions. On its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, not both, regardless of the creature's ability or magic items.
So what did you, so they're slow, so they have -2 to AC?
Yeah. Oh, and their speed is halved. And let's see, it can't make any more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn. If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of an action, Roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted.
Alright.
And creature affected by the spell makes another wisdom save at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, the effect ends for it. So essentially, I just wanted to make them slower. Oop. That was my action.
And then what are you using movement?
I'm gonna move, yeah.
You don't get careful movement if you're,
I have a question.
What?
Is there a ceiling? Is there a ceiling?
No.
Are there walls?
There are walls.
Are these walls smooth?
The walls are jagged with, like, spikes.
So, deadly.
Yeah.
Boo. I wanted to use my damp fear climbing.
Is there any way you could tell me if there's anything in front of me that I should be aware of? Because I'm just going to run as soon as my turn starts.
Are you going to do the thing where you use an action and move at half your speed to be very careful, or are you just going to blitz?
I'm not asking you. I'm asking Alexander.
I don't know if there's anything in front of you or not.
I know. I'm asking if you could check and ward my character before.
Well, he already used an action, which...
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. That would take a perception unless perceptions are pre-action or bonus action, but usually not.
Yeah, no. You can either use your action and move at half speed, and then you'll see anything within within 5 feet as you're walking, or you can use your action to do a perception check and see anything within 10 feet of you, but but then you don't. That doesn't count for while you're walking. So if you stopped right at the beginning and used an action and then moved, you'd get your full movement speed, but you would only have seen that initial 10 feet.
Okay. If anyone.
Anyway, no, but first, Alexander, as you start running, is I assume what you're doing right there?
I mean, it could be also considered walking. But
yeah, you start walking, whatever. You are going to need to do... Wait, let me check this. You are going to need to make a wisdom save.
Okay. For that. No, I don't have anything for that. Okey-dokey.
You didn't. Nothing happens. You see a little crystal in the ground, but it doesn't seem to have affected you.
Would my character seen that?
Your character, you guys would not, if you were being, I guess. What does anyone have a passive perception that is here? I'm just gonna roll, and if your passive perception is higher than my roll, then you saw. Because it wasn't that visible. Like nothing actually happened yet.
I should let you know my passive.
All right.
Perception's a 19.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you guys. If anybody has a passive perception that's higher than 13, then you would have noticed that something was up. With when he steps at that spot.
Cool. I noticed. Somehow.
Do I
did not.
Okay. Do I go to where it originally left
Uh,
my token? Or
You
where
can,
am I stopped?
for say reference, move your token one at a time so I can tell you if anything happens.
Oh.
So are you gonna keep walking forward after you?
Do I see anything similar to that with my passive in front of me?
No, you don't get to use passive perception to get this. You have to, if you want, you have to use the actual mechanical. Otherwise, characters with high wisdom wouldn't have to use any you know. But this isn't a passive perception thing. This is something that the reason they get a passive perception check on this is to notice like more your reaction to the fact that like something like affected you rather than they can't actually see any of the stuff that's on the ground. You took a step forward, and I'm gonna need another one. It's gonna be this time. It's another wisdom.
I mean, for future reference, though, that's what the purpose of passive is for other times in other games.
Oh yeah, I know what passive normally is, but I just didn't want because it kind of makes it so that it's no longer a what do you want to do and just is your character able to do this or not, you know. But there is the oh, by the way, when you do the careful one, it does involve a perception check still, but
Okay.
but yeah, anyway, that's so yeah, you need another wisdom save.
Even better.
Yeah, you're good. Someone who has that same passive thing, like they would notice, like he kind of seemed to stop there for like a little second, like as if something was like kind of affecting him, but he brushed it off and kept walking. Do you want to keep going forward?
I think I'll wait and look around.
Well, you can't use a purse.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'll wait
so
till next.
okay. It is now Joni's turn.
Okay. Whisking a wing feather from a sparrow out of her material bag. Using a gesture, she's going to cast Fly.
See, okay, so part of the thing is, and I'm telling you, I promise that I'm not making this up. I'm gonna give your character a little bit of a heads up. So I was gonna tell you, I was gonna have one of the characters actually be an Arakura. I don't have a way to demonstrate this without your character just doing what they're gonna do, but I'll go easy on you. I'll just let you know that they do not want you flying over everything, and so something will happen. But I'll make it, since I didn't really get to demonstrate that to you, I'm not gonna make it that bad. So what happens is you try to fly, and then you seem to like feel like this force that's kind of like that's like if you get the sense of dread as you cast the spell, and your flight is you're not able to fly up at all. Like you don't fly up. You get the sense that if you try to actually like fly over things, that you might your belt might activate in a manner that would be most unpleasing.
So
the belt starts to vibrate a little bit. Yeah, that seems to be like no, don't fly.
Does this happen before or after I start the cast?
See, that's what I was gonna. I will say. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you don't, because I didn't do the thing. I was gonna have an Arakura try to fly so you guys could see beforehand, but I'm not gonna make you waste an action since you didn't get to see beforehand. So I'll just let you know that it won't cost. Yeah, so you didn't use your action to cast the spell, but.
All right. In that case, if I sort of detect that that's not what's desired, once my intention moves that way, I will immediately start to walk carefully and look in front of me at each square.
That's half speed, and then roll a perception check, and then you're moving at half speed. The DC for the perception check is very low, by the way, but.
Oh, it's still not good. She's not super perceptive. Okay, so it's for each. What speed do I move at? And then
the perception check is just 1. It's basically you're basically, so what's basically happening is you're using an action to do a perception check, but then you're carrying that action through your movement as well, which halves your movement. And so you're basically, with a normal perception check, you would just look around you, and then walk, and your movement will be separate. But at this time, it's happening as you're moving. That's why you're at half your normal movement speed, and it costs your action. To explain the reasoning behind it. What do you get for
investigation into the perception?
Okay, I'll allow it. That seems fair enough. What?
So, one roll.
It's one roll for your. Yeah.
Oh no! It's a 6 total.
6 total. You'll still. Yeah, that's you might get. I'll for that. I'll roll if you see it. I think, and then I'll go anything. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I'm not fully. Haven't fully decided how this works like 100%. I kind of got the base ideas down. But yeah. So okay.
It's like a good concept. Usually there'd be a difficulty class. So
Yeah, normally there was going to be an easy difficulty class, but I think I actually have a better way of doing it where there's not just going to be a success or fail because that way there's more interest to it. Is I'll just roll and base it off that. If you basically I'll just say if you fail the DC, then I'm just going to, for each time that there would be something that you would be otherwise seeing, I'm going to roll. And if my roll is lower than your roll was, then you'll see it, is what I think I'll do. When you do that. Since it does take your action and move and stuff, I'm not going to have it just do nothing. So that way, like, since it costs, like, your action, like, and halves your movement speed, it's not just going to do nothing if you get a bad roll. I think that's a good way to do it. Anyway, is that you, the green dot, walking forward?
Yeah. I move forward half my, half my movement. So let me get this straight. I have to move half my movement and use my action. That's the idea?
You know what? Gosh. Now that I think about it, actually... Yeah, no, you get your full. You get to keep your full movement, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that makes more sense. I've kind of like I didn't like get any like test play of this, but I think that getting your full movement and it just costing your action does make more sense. So we'll do that.
Okay. All right. That would put me here, I believe.
But you also would have stopped here anyway.
Okay.
Because there was a trap there. You actually happened to... Yeah, anyway, you are going to do a dex save.
Oh, thank goodness.
Technically, when everyone that one already and moved around it? Because of the passive perceptions you had everyone have?
What?
Didn't everyone already get... like know where that specific? Oh wait.
No, the one above.
Yeah.
Well, even so, my perception's pretty low. So my perception's only 10. So anyway, I got a 12 on the dex save.
That is not enough. You are going to immediately, everybody watching, now you no longer need a perception check as two giant, as jaws of a bear trap clunches from beneath the ground and hits you real hard. And that's going to be 10 piercing damage, and you have the grappled condition.
Gotcha.
Is that... You don't have anything else you could really do on your turn, so... It is now...
I believe I used my action and my move.
What? Yeah. If you have a bonus action you want to use, you would have that.
Not at the moment.
Okay, it is now the Wood Elf's turn, who looks shocked seeing the display of the bear trap, and is going to rely on his... And you are going to see, as he goes... he seems to get really angry at you being in a bear trap by the fact that this is the situation he's in, and that puts him into a rage. And you realize that this wood elf is a barbarian, and he's not actually very bright, despite the tendency of elves supposedly being smart. And so he is just going to run straight forward in a full dash. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's going to be... he has to do a dex save. Wait, no.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Okay. Gotta remember, which ones were the ones affected by slow?
All. No. Which one was?
Two of them. Which
Human
ones?
cleric is the one that passed.
Oh wait, they are, but yeah. So he's still. It doesn't. He would still have enough to get with his wood elf speed. You said half speed.
Half speed, -2 to AC, -2 to dex saving throw.
Okay, so
Can't use reactions and can only use a action or bonus action. So he used his bonus action to rage.
and that's going to be. Gosh, and then once again, I'm gonna say that for general the rule is if something halves your speed, and you have 5 in the number of speed, you round up because that's what we did last time. So that's what we're doing from now on.
We rounded down last time.
Wait, we did? We round down on speed?
Yeah.
Yep.
We can round down. We can round up if we want. I only said round down because that's what my group usually does. Everything's rounded down because our DM doesn't like us that much, apparently.
Well.
Okay, well, I guess we'll do that. I guess nothing happens then. He just walks forward that much. And then does a wisdom saving throw to see if he gets out of the slow.
Yep, wisdom saving throw.
It was going to be more interesting if he didn't. Yeah, he fails, but... Because now he's not... The spot he was going to land on was where a trap was, but instead he's just here.
I inadvertently saved him.
And it is now going to be Velox's turn.
What happens if I blitz? What does that do?
What does that do? I don't know what Blitz is.
Well, you said something about blitz, so...
I don't remember saying anything about... I said you could just... As in, like, you could just run.
Oh, you meant...
Sorry, it wasn't a special ability. I was just saying that. If I said that, it was just to be like, oh, you could just do that, or you could use your action to be very perceptive with your steps and stuff.
I mean, with
So,
him, half
I think I am going to use my action for that. Because I can dash as a bonus action already, so I'm going to use my action for that. What do I roll?
I was half tempted to slow you.
And sabotage me? Okay. If you want to.
You roll
I
perception
was
check.
half tempted. I was
Okay.
half tempted.
Roll a perception check, like, now or just whenever I would hit something?
You just roll it now. And that'll be used for checking if you see whatever it is.
My perception's already +5. Let's hit it. That's a 23, baby.
Oof. Okay, where are you going?
Let's see. If I have 75, each square is already 15. Or not each square is 15. Each square is already 5.
Yeah.
So 75 divided by 5 is 15, so I can move 15 squares. 2, 3. Just tell me when to stop.
I don't see your character moving.
Oh, I'd have to drop it to... Okay.
You have to click. Yeah, you have to drop it where you mean to go.
So I'll just... one at a time. Can you see it moving now?
Yeah, I see you moving.
Okay, so I want to stop then.
You see a trap right in front of you right now. It's sort of where the trap. No one else here. None of the other players would see it. So just No, when I ping this, it's only for him. So you would not want to go there. That you would notice there seems to be some sort of trap right there.
They're good. Yeah.
So you could.
1, 2. Wait. I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's a trap right in front of me, so I'm moving here to make 6.
No, you're going to notice there's also a trap right there. There is not a trap right here, so you can go. You can step here.
There's my 6.
Okay, so just tell
There's
you just tell me, and then I'll roll. I'll just see what you.
Right there.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, no, there's no trap. You're good there.
Okay. So that's 7, 8.
No, there's a trap there. Don't step there. You know not to step there. Yeah, it's not a trap there. You're good. See, the one thing that's annoying about playing with is that like the other players can see where you're not supposed to step, and so even though like I can't like command you to like step on them, but it's just like now when your character doesn't technically know there's a trap there, but then the player like knows not to step there. Anyway, yeah, you're good. You can step there.
I mean, people were able to see like passively the one I was.
What was that? 9.
The one that you got that you activated, not ones that weren't activated.
I think that was 9, but this is 10.
I guess you would see him dancing around. You wouldn't really your character wouldn't get like a sense of like where exactly he's jumping around, but
yeah, because I'm just that fast.
Yeah.
So is there good?
That's good. You're good.
And no, that's 11.
All right, you're good.
Well.
Yeah, you're good.
13.
You're still good.
14.
Nope, don't go there. Yeah, you're good. Jump.
16.
Nope, don't go there. You can either try to go here or try to go there.
Okay, we'll go here for 16. 17?
Yeah, you're good there.
Well, I'm using my bonus action to dash to give me another 15 squares. So that's 16.
Wait, so your 15 squares is just your normal movement?
Yep, 75 is my base movement.
Okay, we'll just say that you made it to the end.
Nice.
I should have just done that from the beginning, is just, like, asked you how much movement you had and moved you where your character would go. Actually, wait, I do have to roll for the ones in front of you. Yeah, you're good.
Could have been done one at a time. Is there could have just been a point where every part except for one was a wall, and that one part I had to move an extra like 10 feet to get to.
Oh yeah. I would have let you know, but you have enough, so I'm just gonna move that for you. And it is now. So you get to the other side safely. Velox is built for races, and I was kind of hoping your character would just try to run, but this works. Your character, because that would have been funny, but anyway, it's Pop's turn, and you're out of initiative because once you get to the other side, you realize. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. Once your character gets to the other side, you notice there seems to be some sort of force like keeping you on this side. Like you can't interact with or do anything to the players that are still on the field.
If there was a force stopping me from continuing going forward, I also ran full speed into that.
Yeah, there would be a wall on the other end here, so you just hit the wall here.
So, everyone just watched me sprint full speed into an invisible wall.
You were perceiving all the like tiny details with the 23 of like every like thing that might be a trap, that you just didn't see a wall. You were too busy looking at the ground, so I guess you didn't see the wall. It is now Pop-Pop's turn.
I am going to do a perception check.
Oh. Okay.
Oh wow.
Oh
Yes,
no!
really nice.
Nice action there. You can go ahead and move. Is this where you stepped first?
All I did was go in a straight line.
Yeah, so your very first step, you're going to need to make a, constitution save as you get, instantly, without even getting, like, a chance, your foot seems to have stepped right onto a needle that's jabbing, like, up and down out of the ground and jabbed you. And you need to make a con save. Because you just got injected with something. Is that your con save?
+2, so 13.
Yeah, that's not enough. You are going to take a very decent chunk of damage now. Oh no, I rolled really high on that damage there. You take 20 damage. I rolled 2 of the damage dice were the max, so...
Okay.
Yeah, you take 20 poison damage. So if you have any like ability to resist poison damage, then that would help you. But if you don't, yeah, good luck. You do still have movement though, so you can move.
Gotta make sure I go -1 in my key points.
Okay. I'm done moving.
You're stopping moving there.
I
Okay.
only have 30 speed, so yeah.
What? Oh no, I did say we're not halving the speed. For the action after all. I decided that we're changing that. If you didn't hear me, so you do get your full speed.
Oh, if you have the speed, that probably would have stopped me.
Yeah. But
Okay.
It's also a good thing no one took any opportunity attacks and tried to stop me either.
I'm assuming I haven't died yet, so yay. Okay, that's it.
honestly, I wasn't thinking about that. Otherwise, I probably should have had number 1 opportunity attack you, but I didn't. You're stopping there? Wait, yeah,
Yes.
that's your movement. Never mind. Okay. It is now the tiefling's turn. And the tiefling is going to...
What about number 2? Is he just sitting there?
Number 2 has... Where did... I swear I put him in the initiative order. Number 2...
He was there. He was the bullywug.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to his initiative.
He just got nervous and decided to quit.
So...
The first step in front of him was a landmine. He just died immediately.
Yeah, because he should have been before Pop. I don't know what was going on there. We'll actually have him go now. Number 2 is going to... He is going to, instead of running, he is going to attempt to jump.
And suffer the consequences.
Yep.
By landing directly on a landmine.
And I do not remember what the... I'll just say 20... so he's just going to jump. And yes, by the way, if you try to jump, I will just say you have disadvantage on whatever save you're supposed to make. It's like if you land right on a spot with something if you jump. So just letting you know that in case you're thinking of just jumping it all the whole way. So he's going to attempt to jump, and he is going to jump his whole big bullywug jump, and he's gonna jump forward, and then he's gonna be like kind of like laughing at the fact that
What's his
you guys
normal jump movement? He's half movement, by the way.
half movement. So well, that is an interesting thing to think about because I'm using his dash to move. So he's using the dash action. Does his jump speed get halved because his movement is half, or does if he still had that movement, does he still get his normal jump?
It says movement speed. Any
No,
movement.
I know his movement speed is half, but he's using the dash action to then get his normal movement speed. Does he also then get his normal jump speed, or does the fact that his speed's half means he can't jump as far?
He can't
I
jump as
think. Okay, I thought it wouldn't affect jump because long jumps are reliant on the strength modifier.
It's also.
But you have to have at least 10 feet to move before you do
Yeah.
the jump.
Well, not
Yeah.
bullywugs, but
I don't know. It depends on if it's counted as a movement speed or not.
I usually count jumps as movement speed, and so I would just say that the. So what I'm saying is that, yeah, I guess that's complicated because by using the dash action, his movement speed for this turn, like the amount of movement he has, is his normal movement. So like arguably, you could say his dash action made it so that he could jump as he normally would since he's dashing, and so he's kind of like. That I don't know if anyone's ever really had this problem come up, where you don't really know what to.
I can't stay on for too much longer. I vote we just leave it as the bullywug did his thing, and we just kind of try to chop.
Anyway, because the point is, it doesn't matter anyway because he has tried to jump and he jumped and then he landed triumphantly, and then he is going to do with disadvantage. He is going to roll, and he got to nat one, which is perfect. As a giant bear trap just collapses in on him, and he just dies. The bear trap. I mean, I guess I'll roll damage just to see if it rolls really low, but he should not be able to survive this. Yeah, he's dead. The bullywug is mush, and he is dangling in this bear trap here. Should have stayed out of initiative, buddy. The tiefling is now going to, I'm gonna delete this, but I will mark this for you. Everyone would have seen there's a bear trap there. And the tiefling is going to run cautiously and go 1, 2, so let's make a perception check for the tiefling. Tiefling did not roll very high for his perception check. He is going to run. He's kind of going to run here. And so oh wait, he can't go full movement because he has slow movement speed. So that would be a half movement would be...
He can dash. He can choose to.
Yeah, no, he is, I already made the roll for the perception, so, and so he moves right here. Which you actually saved him from landing on something, so your slow has saved more people than it's hurt. Oh right, wisdom saving throw. Does a 13 pass?
Anything above a 15 will pass.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, okay. It's the human's turn. The human is now going to... Also, he's going to move. He's going to move very cautiously, and he is going to first make a check. And then he is going to use his movement to move. Half is his speed, and so 1, 2, 3. And then now it is your turn.
I'll take an action. I'll use an action, use a perception to go carefully.
Yep. Okay.
Or
Roll
carefully.
perception check.
Okay, here's the high perception. Really rolls high. I got pretty high perception. No, 13.
It's, not the best, but not the worst. So where are you?
Better. I'm Alexander, the red dude. The red circle.
Ah. Wait, you mean the guy who has the red circle? Wait, red circle.
Yeah, it's red. The circle's red. Token barriers, the border's red.
Oh, yeah, that is. Well, I was just confused. I was like, I see red squares, I see yellow squares, and green circle. But I just got confused by you talking about token. Okay, yeah. Anyway, where are you going to move with that after that perception?
I mean, do I see any troubling things?
You would notice that there was the ones that you just had activated before that you didn't get affected by, but you don't notice anything yet. And yeah, you wouldn't notice anything immediately around you, but you can just start walking your character the path you take, and then I would let you know if you'd see something.
Does he notice any of the footprints I may have left avoiding stuff?
No. I mean,
Where the shot?
first off, I wouldn't have, but if I was gonna say you could do that, it definitely wouldn't be with a 13.
Yeah.
I
It's just worth a shot, right?
I can't roll a 13, but did I notice his pathing while he was walking?
I would say no. He was moving he moved he moved 30 tiles in a single turn. I don't think in like 6 seconds. I don't think you really would have a chance to see much of anything of that.
Yeah,
that
nice perception.
yeah, but you don't have seeing every intricacy of the path of someone who moves 150 feet every handful of every like 6 seconds would like you. I guess if you really want to, I might give disadvantage to the trap rolls I'm doing. I'm doing for like I said, I'm doing a roll with the trap to contest what your perception check was, and I'll give the ones disadvantage that were I might give a couple of them disadvantage that were right next to where he was maybe, but I don't know.
I'll use a bonus action to summon my cane.
Sure. Use your bonus action.
Count as an object interaction if I poke the square in front of me.
No. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna count that as a free object interaction.
So I put the stick in.
Wait, so you can do that once. No, yeah. It's not. There's no trap in front of you.
Okay, I walk forward since my cane didn't set anything off.
Is that all you're moving?
Do I want to risk it for the biscuit? I don't know. Maybe I'll try one more. Actually, nope. I can't interact with be on the same square as someone else. I'll go forward.
Yeah, you're safe still.
Do I press my luck? I don't know. I'll keep going. Sure, why not?
You're still safe.
Place them all in front of me and then nothing in front of me. Okay.
I didn't. I will let you know these were not placed intentionally. I placed them with a method of randomness. So
I know. I'm just saying that's just like
all
my
right.
character. It's like, oh, you place them all in front of me and then nothing afterwards.
Yeah. So
Minesweeper. Okay. One more. Why not?
You're safe.
Let's check how many squares okay. 1, 2, 3. 15 movement been used. 20 still left. One more. Why not? I'm unscathed right now.
You're still safe.
I want to make a joke here, like the fastest distance is a straight line or something like that, whatever the saying is. I'm still, yeah. How am I?
You're still safe.
I was here. Or no, I was here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have one more left. Or no, wait a minute. I did that wrong.
You were started here, so you would have it. You have moved 30 right now.
I have one square left.
All right. Where are you gonna move?
Move forward one. Use the full one.
And you are still safe somehow. It is now Joni's turn.
Alright, I want to get disengaged from the bear trap.
You have to escape a grapple, so you would do. I'll just have it be a solid DC instead of contest, as grapples normally are. And so you can either do strength or you can either athletics or acrobatics to try to escape.
That is a 18 acrobatics.
A what?
18.
That is gonna escape. You are out of the bear trap. Though I will say, escaping the bear trap does use your action.
Of course. Alright, I'm using my movement to move here. And then
you immediately are going to have to make a wisdom saving throw. I mentioned you guys did saw that his character, but except for you said your character doesn't have great perception, so.
No, my character doesn't have great perception. I rolled a natural, so.
You rolled a what?
Natural.
Your microphone's cutting out.
I'll put it in roll 20.
Ah, okay, so that's for your save. Then you are completely unaffected as well. It seems the crystals that are poking out of the ground do not seem to be working on you guys.
Just follow me. So far, the path is safe.
You've used 30. Okay, yeah. You made that. The wood elf is now going to go. And he is going to dash after he heard you say the path is safe. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And wait, but his speed is half, so he's not. Wait, but he's dashing. Yeah, okay. So he's here, and he's staying behind your character. By that green circle character. The wood elf. If you tell people the path is safe, the enemies can hear that too. It's Pop's turn.
Okay, let me do this roll.
We're probably gonna call it at least by the hour, if not sooner. So as in 20 minutes from now is.
Understandably so. Oh,
Uh-oh. Is that a perception check?
Oh dear.
yeah.
Yeah, you do not see things. In fact, you seem to have forgotten where Alexander was stepping when he said it was safe.
Oh, I haven't even been paying attention to that, so I'm just going straight.
I'm going to need you to make a dex save.
Oh, lovely.
You're a rogue, right? You're a rogue, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh, that's actually a good thing.
Not knowing the class
It
is
would be
driving
even
me.
better for my character if she was acting right. And I didn't have to keep resetting the dang thing.
That's why I gave up and used the one I pre-made already.
I didn't get to do that. It's been a busy weekend. Let's And I lost the page I was on. Give me a second.
Oh, this is actually a perfect.
I found it. Okay, I found it.
So this
Hopefully
one
it works. Let's see.
is actually a. Are you rolling with advantage or is?
That is actually the base thing once I put all my information in.
Yeah. So you're rolling. You're taking the first one because it's rolled. It sets always roll with advantage. The second one is your second roll. So, yeah, I set advantage toggle, but anyway, that's an 8. And also, I am going to need a dexterity saving throw from Green and the Wood Elf as well, as she had stepped on a mine.
What elf has -2 on the deck save?
What?
The Wood Elf has -2 on the deck save.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
The Wood Elf
Yeah.
is going to have 15 and does not make the save. Joni is also failed to save. So everybody is all going to join together in harmony as they all take 18 damage
Oh,
from
Kinda damage.
just a landmine. It's fire landmine. Landmine damage. That's the damage type. And let's take the Wood Elf.
where's the finish line? I need the finish line because yeah, I'm not gonna make this.
Guys, these 2 squares here. Why are you walking on the wrong path?
What do you mean? This whole area is clear.
This path is safe so far.
I probably
So
could have been more
basically, you want
helpful if
me
I
to
actually
follow
did
you?
just blitz it and trigger every single trap.
It is now. Pop Pop is at the end of your turn, or do you have anything else you're gonna do? Oh wait, you have more
That's the end
movement?
of my-
If you had more movement, you can move
Oh,
more.
oh yeah, I do have more movement.
The traps don't stop your movement.
Okay.
Where? Behind me. Get behind me.
Alright. So with my like 5 HP life left, I'll follow behind you.
Do I have to use a? Do I have to heal you? Do you need healing?
Yes.
Uh,
It is now
Waiting.
the tiefling's turn. As the tiefling is going to also the tiefling is going. What's the tiefling gonna do? Oh, did I forget to roll the tiefling's wisdom save last time?
no, I think
I
you
think
did.
you rolled them all.
Okay.
Yeah, you rolled them all.
All right.
Because they all failed and still are under the effect.
So the tiefling is just going to carefully take a glance, I guess. Yeah. And that's then going to wait, let me roll that check. And it's then going to step over here. That's going to be 1, 2, and 3 as it steps right here. And now it is the human's turn. The human is also going to walk carefully. The human was never under the effects of the slowing, which I think I forgot last turn, but the human was the one that never got initially affected by it. But we'll not worry about that. Instead, the human is going to be perceiving. And what does the human perceive? It's got a lunch bonus. Okay. So it's got that, and it's going to continue to walk forward. It sees that, and it's going to walk right here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is gonna stop right there, and it's your turn. I completely forgot that human wasn't under the effects of slow in the first place last turn.
Yeah.
I was used to all the other characters, so I was just like, okay, I'll just do half speed, but then I didn't really consider, like, oh, right, he's the one that didn't. The human was actually has actually been doing pretty good. Top of initiative. Anyway, it's your turn again.
I'll roll another perception check. I'm gonna see this path. 15's better. I get like the highest modifier with the worst rolls.
Yeah. Just tell me where you're gonna move, and then I'll roll to see if you see it or not. It should be. You should see most things statistically.
I was playing just keep going straight.
Okay. Oh. You actually, the trap hit itself very well, and you didn't see that first one. Actually, it rolled a 20. So, you are now going to not take damage. Wait.
If you're rolling for these traps, I use silvery bars. I make it re-roll.
Silvery, okay, that I'm not rolling. It's not an actual like roll.
Oh.
It's not it's not a creature or anything. It is a roll to see if the trap is hidden well enough in the first place. So it's not like the traps aren't like creatures that are hiding themselves. They're more like, I guess it's a retroactive roll of the person who hid the trap, I guess you could say. Because it's not really a creature or anything. And you are, because otherwise I'd have to tell you every single time I'm rolling for a trap, and you'd be like, so there's a trap on that space, when you're not supposed to know that.
I mean, you tell me as I step on it.
Yeah, I tell you as you step on it, but...
Okay.
Do we know what kind of trap that is?
Well, that's why I just rolled for. You are going to have to do a dexterity saving throw as the ground opens up beneath you.
Oof. Wait, is that a hole?
Yeah, it's a giant hole. You're right in the middle of like a 5-foot wide hole that you kind of have to jump to the side before you fall in. So it's a dexterity saving throw.
I think I might have something for that, but I'll roll either way.
You can roll to see it. I mean, if you start falling, but I guess if you have like a reaction to take to stop yourself from taking fall damage, like you could use that. But
I have climbing speed.
Oh, well, that would help you get out of it, but it's not gonna prevent the fall damage.
I gotta see what.
So make a dex save.
But I'll roll the dex, but I gotta look at the ability. I don't know if there's more like I can walk vertical and like that, but I don't remember if it had anything to rolling. See, what's my dex? No, my dex is not too bad.
Desperately.
You're not rolling. You're not rolling great today. Yeah. So you're going to take.
Let me 1 sec. Let me take a look. See where is damn fear movement. Oh, movement. No, that's not it. Yep.
You're gonna take 7 bludgeoning fall damage unless you have like something like a feather fall reaction or something to stop yourself from taking fall damage.
I'm checking if my racial has anything. If it has something to do with movement.
Also, you're prone.
Okay.
So you're supposed to be like you're 10 feet, slightly more than 10 feet down in a pit. And you just took 7 damage, and you're prone.
Here we go. Let's see. Spider climb. Here we go. You can climb speed up to walk. In addition, you can move up and down across vertical spaces while leaving your hands free. I don't know if that would help while falling down. Because I basically have the monk movement. It just says I can move up, down, and across vertical spaces, upside down, along ceilings while leaving your hands free.
All right. It is. That's your turn, or do you have anything else you're doing on your turn? I guess
I
you
mean,
would have movement.
I only use 5 feet of my movement.
Yeah, so never mind. You would have movement still. I guess
okay.
yeah. I was just confused because how much was happening. Yeah, so you can try to climb out. You are prone. And you're you're like 10 feet down. I'd say it would take 10 feet to get back. It'd take 15 feet to get out and onto the next space, because the pit's 10 feet deep. So assuming you have your climb speed is normal to your normal speed.
Yeah, I can walk just vertical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's equal to my normal. So I walk up.
So you would take 15 to get up from prone, and then you would have
15 left because I only used 5 of my 35.
Yeah, so you could get on the next space. So that's all you could do.
Yep.
Okay.
Who knows?
Is it my turn?
It is now Joni's turn. You should be here now.
Cool. All right. Joni is gonna go through up to here, and I'm just gonna dash. I'm gonna go down here, and I'm gonna go as far as I can.
All right. You're going to need to make a. Nope. Stop back here. You're going to.
that one.
You're gonna need to make a. You're going to need you stepped on a landmine, so you are now making a dexterity saving throw as it starts to explode.
Oh, not one.
Okay, yeah, you're going to be taking a chunky old 12 damage as you land right. I'm not gonna crit the landmine. I'm not gonna do nat fail on you like that, but are gonna take 12 damage, fire damage, as you get blown up.
Ooh. Alright, and can I keep moving after that?
I will say, yeah, you can keep moving.
Did you have 5 hit points?
Okay.
You had 5 hit points left.
You're going to need to make an R save on that one.
On this one?
Yep, and that is going to be you got injected with poison. You stepped on the poison, and you are now making a con save.
That is a 5.
Yeah, you guys aren't doing great on your saves today. So you're going to now take 12 poison damage.
Alright, and Joni is down.
Bard has to heal everyone, it seems.
Uh,
Bard also forgets he should give people inspiration.
the wood elf is going to go here, and then the wood elf is going to use his action to shove this person, attempt to shove them down into the hole with his barbarian skills. That's gonna be. Shove is a contest, I'm pretty sure. A strength contest.
Sometimes DMs offer athletic or acrobatic.
Yeah. It's going to be. I will let you do a. Yeah, I'll let you do an acrobatics check. But.
It's usually an attack. You make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, then this attack replaces one of them.
Yeah, so what is the, is there a DC to see if you get shoved, or is it just if you hit?
It's an attack. You roll to hit. Yeah.
Oh, well then I'm assuming a 23 hits.
So let's see. Instead of making an attack roll, you make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength, athletics or dexterity acrobatics check the target chooses the ability. Okay, so it is contested.
Yeah, that's what I
It's-
thought. So
Yeah,
they
that's
need
what it's
to
versus
roll
the-
against a they need to roll against a 20 a 22. It would be wait. No, 23. You'd have to go roll against a 23 to see if you get shoved. Yeah, so you get shoved. Is it 5? Is the amount you can shove always 5? Okay. So you get shoved.
It says if
Actually,
you
I
win the
don't know.
contest, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you.
Yeah, okay. So he pushes you there, and then he's going to go one more, and then one more here. Alright, and then now it's going to be Pop-Pop's turn. As we have a few minutes left.
We're almost there. I can taste the finish line.
It's Pop-Pop's turn.
It oddly tastes metallic.
That's it. Well, I'm petty. I'll shove him back. Oh, that's without a modifier.
What's your
Ooh.
modifier?
What's your modifier for strength?
I think it's like, hold up. I think that's either 3 or 4.
Yeah. That they'll fix later on.
Hopefully smoothly. Because I'm trying to make another character sheet on. Oh, no modifier for this one.
Okay, and he's got a 3. So 17, he does not make it. He gets shoved. Where are you shoving him?
Into the hole! Into the hole!
Into the hole.
He falls into the hole.
Wrong character.
Oh, wrong character. Yeah, sorry. I'm used to that being the enemy. You
That made me
swing him
feel-
around and he falls into the hole. And that is going to, he's then going to take some damage for that. And he also is now going to be, the effects of the trap, since it's already triggered, aren't the same, but he does fall into the hole. He doesn't have the, you know what, I'll roll for that, actually. Yeah, he doesn't get the prone condition that, like, triggering the trap causes, but he does land and take fall damage, and he's in the hole.
Great.
Uh,
Question. Is the fire still going over here?
is the what still going?
Fire for this one right here.
There wasn't the mines, they just exploded, and the mines were no longer there once they exploded.
Okay, good to hear. That is the end of my round.
And it is now the tiefling's turn, who is going to, the tiefling is going to see it's behind, and now it's going to dash, and it's just going to dash straight forward, with its now 6 movement speed, and it's going to step here, which is going to trigger a trap. It is going to be need to make a save. It fails the save, and it's going to take buttload of damage as it gets injected in the foot with poison right into its blood.
I don't know if you've given up on wisdom saves, but they can still take their wisdom saves.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have him take a wisdom save now, but that was his 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Did he start here? I think so. So,
It
1,
doesn't really
2,
matter.
3, 4, 5, 6. Just enough for him to land on another trap. He is now going to roll again for another trap. Oh, and he gets a nat 20 for dexterity as he jumps and he manages to not get hit by a bear trap that comes out of the ground right here. He jumps to the side from that bear trap, and then he is going to now roll to see if he can get out of the... He does not manage to break out of his slowness. It is the human's turn again, who is once again going to keep his strategy of just being careful and steady. And he's going to do his perception. Alright, and so he's just going to then do his normal speed. 1. He is going to then take a step, but he didn't roll high enough to see that there was actually a trap there. And he is now going to need to make a dex save. And he doesn't make the save, so he gets chomped on by a giant bear trap. Takes a bunch of damage, and is grappled. And then next, it is your turn.
My turn. Alexander the Great. I'm kidding.
I know I said we would end on the hour, but if we could get through this part... If things seem to be taking slow, then I might, cut it off in, a minute. But, that would be a good place to cut it, is at everyone getting to the other side, or whoever makes it making it to the other side.
I'll take my action to do another perception check.
Also, you do notice now at the top of the round that the ground seems to be rumbling, as if to say that you won't have much time left before you need to be across, or else you're dead, basically. That's right, folks. We are getting into the sudden death time. If anyone left in the racetrack, once the bell tolls, then they will be dead. Thank you, Shem. That was a great insight. You're welcome.
I'll take another perception check then to see if I can.
Yeah. All right.
Speed this up. 13, but can I surmise based on my companions that some of their pathways pretty safe?
I would say yeah. If you remember where your companions walked, then I'll let you. At this point, you can just follow their steps. The main reason I wasn't gonna let you do that with, is because they are is I just yeah.
It's a main
Don't
challenge.
want it to end in 3 turns.
Yeah, because if everyone just saw where Speedy Gonzalez went, then.
But since we're getting to the end of the night,
and I would also say part of it is I guess I'll let you, since you're close to these people, then since you're right next to them and you're not just watching someone blitz across and you're actually just watching someone walk, then you're.
Yeah.
I would say Joni intentionally walked out
behind
in front of
us.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but I don't remember what. I know this square's safe. I don't remember if this one's safe, so I'm gonna just use
Go straight.
I just
bomb went off already.
Did you want? So that was your perception check, and I will.
I'm gonna use my stick to double check the square.
All right, that's your free object interaction. It's safe.
Okay, I'm pretty sure those guys, the path they took is safe. So that's 5, 10. I can't remember. Is it
I
difficult?
only stepped on a bomb once. Just go straight.
I'm going straight. I can't remember how much movement it takes from just passing a person.
You can just go
Would
through
you like
your
to
friends.
dodge?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
Just-
tackle you.
I know. I'm just gonna go through. I just don't remember what. And then the bomb went off that she stepped on. Boop. Oh, oh. Anything here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have one more square left. I'm
Pity
almost there.
slide.
Could I
Wait.
attempt?
Did you try to walk? Did you try to walk through the one she's on right now?
Yes. Every single one.
Well, you can't just like walk through a player. I don't think.
You can walk through
Wait.
friends during combat,
Oh,
typically.
all right.
You
Yeah.
can walk with friends.
Yeah, well,
couldn't
you would
remember the-
still,
the
you would
difference.
still, either way, you would still step on what the trap in that square if you walk through that, and the one that you would see, you'd be aware of the fact that there's a trap there because she is dead on the ground because of it. So you probably wouldn't
Oh, I
want to
thought
step on those spikes. It wasn't from the mine. That was from the poison spikes in the ground.
Oh, it was a poison spike. I see.
The mine is just what brought her down to lower. So you
Yeah.
wouldn't want to step on that one.
Okay, so where she is
Dive.
right now is okay. Dive.
She has
jump.
stuff on her.
You want to loot? Want me to loot the? I already did my object interaction. Action.
Yes.
You want me to loot the body? I don't know. Can I do a bonus action to check her body quick?
I guess you can.
Wait, no. She's still technically taking death saves. I know what I'm doing with my
Yes.
bonus
Oh.
action. Bonus action.
Okay, we
Healing
can
word.
drag her.
Healing word. I use a level 1
No
point.
way! How much does that give me?
I'm using a level 1, so it's a 1d4 plus 4. I went for distance healing, not direct healing. So 7. You're back up for 7.
Yay.
Thank you.
So tell me, was there a trap in front of you?
I didn't see.
Okay, I'm gonna go around you then. I'm gonna go here. I don't know if my 13's giving me anything or not.
Where are you moving? Oh, there. You're landing. You're laying there. That is going to be. Let me check if your 13 sees that.
There's my 13.
Your 13 does see that there is a trap right there.
Okay, don't walk there. How about this square?
Your 13 also sees there isn't a trap there, so you're good.
Okay, I check this. I check. Check this square. Check this square. Does my 13 show this?
Yeah, it shows you're safe there.
Okay.
I won, but at what cost?
One more. I have one more feet of movement, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that was one more. I have one more. What about this square? Am I safe?
You are safe.
I have no more movement, so I can't cross the finish line yet.
Can I try to pull him across, or is the wall?
No, there's a wall. It's stopping you from anything
Yeah.
that you could.
Worth
You
a
can't
shot.
spell. You couldn't cast spells through it. It wouldn't be.
You're up.
Is it my turn?
That's all. Yeah, I think. Can you push me?
You're not good anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's Joni's turn, then I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up, and I'm going to move through here and grab Alexander as I move through to this side.
You would have to use a push action. Right?
I
Or
have only
dragging.
used movement, so
But dragging when
I've
grappling
only
to
used
drag.
movement so far, so I do have an action left to, like, pick him up and drag him with me. He's what race are you?
I am a damn fear.
What height is that? Is that what size?
I'm 7 foot. I always go tall as possible.
Okay. I probably could still at least knock you through.
And I'm not gonna resist. I'll let it happen.
Yeah. Just drag you on in.
I
But
would.
that my movement gets me barely to here, so I would have to move you
I
past me into another square.
I would say you can. I guess as an action, if he's like automatically failing a shove, then we can just do that. But so he would get moved.
Third
Well,
place.
I can't move it myself, but you
Yeah,
can move
okay.
yourself in.
Yeah. I'll move where you pull me, wherever that is.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
type what my character says to this in chat. With no
Come on.
spaces, obviously.
We don't know your name, but come on, join us. Okay, need to do
You've
those.
got friends on the other side.
Are you ready? Transformation Central. I love Dr. Facilier.
Is
Or
it
punctuation.
pronounced Facilier? I thought it was Facilier.
It's Facilier. Dr. Facilier.
Huh. So he is gonna climb out. That would be. He's gonna go 1.
Are you ready? Transformation Central. Bum, 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 bum. I actually based a D&D like NPC off of him at one point.
Oh yeah. And Wood Elf Barbarian is going to attempt to, seeing that everyone's crossing the finish line, he is going to attempt to push Pop. Right? Wait. That'd be. Yeah, so he'd be able to get there. And that's gonna be. It's gonna be a 20 for his side of the contest. And so he's going to push you, and he's going to actually I'll just roll a d8 to see what direction he pushes you in, rather than saying, because he wouldn't know where traps are, so I'll just see. Alright, so he's going to push you straight up, which is going to be on a trap.
Oh.
Because that's what the compass says. My d8 compass. And that is going to be a save of... That's going to be... Oh, he was not very smart for doing that. You step on a landmine, and so both of you are going to make saves. He is going to make a save, and he fails. So his last action was to put you on a landmine, which is going to now kill him, because he took enough damage that he's dead. So his last action in life was pushing you onto a landmine, and the landmine killed him. Anyway, you can make a dex save now. Pop.
Lovely.
What?
Oh, I said lovely.
Roll high. You're good at dexes.
Not that good. Not even with a modifier.
You don't have a dex modifier?
You're going to...
Not even with a modifier that won't save me.
You're going to get... well, what is it with a modifier? I mean, yeah, man, it's not, but... unless you have a +5.
No.
Yeah, so you're going to then take 12 damage.
I am going to be dead.
Ooh.
I don't know if the barrier would stop me
The
from
bear-
feeling hurt.
No, I told you the barrier stops all... no magic can get through. You can't do any interaction with the field. So, you
Don't
can...
call me a reality warper for nothing. I will try my hardest.
Alright.
First death, I guess.
Well, you can make dex save. I mean, sorry, not dex save. Death save to see what happens here. If you got a nat 20, then you're back up. So that's what you have going for you. Yes,
real.
he took
What
you
was
with
that?
him, but you make a death save and you failed the death save, which isn't great. And this is now number 4's turn, and number 4 is going to. We'll see if he makes it. Technically, right. Technically, you wouldn't be able to keep concentration because the magic can't get through, right? So, it would then.
If that's how you roll it, yeah.
And also, wait, have you been rolling your concentration checks each time you take damage? Because that's something you were supposed to do, but it's fine.
I can roll it now, but
It's fine. He's out of it, and he is going to try to. He's just going to, seeing the ground shaking beneath him, he is going to attempt to just run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's going to be not great. Oh, this isn't great. He is going to roll that save. And he manages with a nat 20. He's going to keep running. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he does manage to make it across. So he's out. This guy's now, it's his turn. He's going to try to get out of the bear trap. Let's do that to see if he can escape. Holy crap, another... These guys are clutching at the last second. I just...
Dang.
got another nat 20. He manages to get out with his action, pop out here, and then he is going to run with not much time left. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he's going to need to make a save. And he does fail this save, and he's going to drop into a pit.
goodbye.
Does the whole place erupt in flames now?
Yeah, we're at the end, at the top of this is, after that, you would have one more chance to make a save. And he's gonna have
Pass.
one more chance to attempt to get out of the hole, I guess, but what he's gonna do is he's going to try to climb out of the hole for his last chance at a turn as things are just about to go away. Everything's about to... And he is going to... what, I guess getting out of the pit, that would just be climbing, something like that. So I'll just say half of his movement speed or something, to just climb out of the pit, and also to that, and so he wouldn't have, like, any movement speed left, except for he would still have that, and so he's going to now dash. He is running, and he got from prone and stuff, so he would have 1, and then right there's another trap. This guy is probably going to get killed by traps, most likely, as he steps on a landmine, and he's going to do a save for the landmine, and he fails the save. And my homie is not looking hot. He is looking hot because he's on fire, literally, from the mine, as he's shambling across and looks like he's on the very brink of death, and he just steps one more, and then he hears some sort of click as it's another trap that he just stepped on, and he doesn't make the save, and a giant bear trap squashes him into Viscera as he is no longer with us. you also would see as the whole thing seems to just explode. You're protected from it. The walls aren't being damaged. The roof, there's kind of like a barrier on the roof as well. Like there's a magic field that this is all in as it all kind of explodes, like leveling back to nothing. And then we are going to leave it with that. And so we did lose a player.
See,
But
see
most
my
people
character
survived.
frantically just willpower, using its like will to try to save Sai's character.
The power of
Yeah, I
friendship.
was gonna say, Joni's like frantically flipping through her